Oh, fuck. So, we are now live on Twitch. Please do not swear for 7 seconds for the sake of YouTube.
Oh, I really want to swear.
Yeah, I can imagine the instincts in everybody. Thank you, Stu, for the 40 months. I appreciate.
Oh, that's the fucking demonetization shit, isn't it?
Yeah, 7 seconds is the timer on YouTube.
I thought it was a joke for a second,
No.
I realised.
You're not allowed to have any curse words in the description, the title, the thumbnail, and in the first 7 seconds of a video stroke short. Afterwards, so long as it's not excessive or what they class as egregious, so slurs and things like that, they don't usually care too much, as long as you're not swearing every other word. But the first 7 seconds is the big caveat. But,
there we go, we can start swearing there, guys.
You can. Well, I mean, Ben already did. Didn't you hear him?
Yeah. I'm probably not.
But welcome, everybody, to episode 2 of Chapter 4. I have aptly named this episode, at least cautiously, Jacob Prescott, we're coming. Obviously, I'll name it correctly on YouTube once we know exactly what goes down, but this is what my prediction is what's going to go down. You guys, last session, spent the majority of your time travelling to 2-point warnings, where messages were being sent to First Admiral Morgan, rather frequently by Nivara, but consistently. So they were anticipating arrival and imminent requests for discussions. You guys were brought on board, and you spoke with the Baroness for a short amount of time. You were shown a sea chart, and after explaining your obtainment of the ship from, as you explained, it kind of wished it into existence.
Yeah.
You was asked a lot where this occurred, but you didn't divulge it, which did irk the Baroness to an extreme degree, and you can tell that she's probably not going to let that go. But she has offered Josiah, you and your now fleet, because you technically have a fleet because you've got multiple vessels under your command, to come under the branch of the Baroness's fleet herself for the sake of balance and order, and maybe even a little protection afforded to you. Benefits mainly include access to the bazaar, their fleet won't blow you out the water, and you do gain some protection. The downsides can be that you may, at certain points, be called upon to do work and missions you are expected to accept unless you have a damn good reason why, but you will also be paid for whatever it is you're doing. And for the sake of Carl and new people watching, like, and a good example is when you went to potentially hire the Baroness's fleet to kill Jacob Prescott, and if you were a member of the fleet, you could have been one of those ships called up if the job was taken, sort of thing. That's a good example I could have give. They won't give you work that they feel you can't do. They will tend to give you work that obviously is within your means, and given your ship and skills, there's not much that you technically can't do. Obviously, you left the Baroness with the intention of going to the bazaar, which is where we're going to pick up, because obviously I know my friends here have been gathering themselves a nifty little shopping list of desired items. Obviously, if there's anything anyone wants to say in character, as you've not long just left the meeting with the Baroness, you will have now to do so. While I just pull up the shopping list.
Well, yeah, so I will ask Nivara if I can have some gold. I've already been shouted at once, I might as well get shouted at again.
How much do you want? 10? What are you planning to buy? This is all of our gold, technically.
If you give me 100 and then I can just... Well, it's 100 too much?
Yes. Unless I'm giving 100 out to everybody. Why do you want 100 gold?
Okay. You know, protection. Give a coy wink.
A new set of armor?
Protection.
A new shield? Would you prefer to speak somewhere a little bit more private?
Yes.
Cool. We'll go back to our boat very quickly. Right. You feel better now? Away from
Yes.
the
The
labs?
men.
So what is it that you need?
Tell me, just in case I decide to have some fun. You know about the tea, right?
I would say Novara is probably well knowledgeable.
Would
Oh,
have,
very
yeah.
proficient of tea, yeah.
Tea, right.
Yeah. Oh, why do you need 100 goals worth? How many times are you planning to sleep with somebody?
Well, okay, 100, yeah. I need some. I didn't realise how expensive it was, to be fair.
Well,
I thought I'd be keeping on to some of that gold, but
Oh, Ben, you fuck.
I mean, you don't have to. Oh, how do I explain? To have fun, you don't need to always fornicate. You know that, right? Like, you don't always need tea.
yeah.
Full out game strong.
But if
Okay.
it's what pirates do, it's kind of a thing.
Think if Paula wants to be a Twinkie, not a toaster strudel.
Yeah, no. Okay. I'm not going to give you 100 gold just so you can get laid. I'm sorry. That is ridiculous. We have other things we need to be buying, so maybe you... Wait a minute, who are you sleeping with on board the ship? Oh. Really?
We have shore leave. Do I need to roll deception?
I don't think Novara needs to even roll insight.
No, there's only a few people on board the ship.
list
There's
is
some
literally very
viable
limited
options.
There's very limited options. I'm pretty sure Novara is smart enough to deduce.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Okay,
so...
it happened once, okay. But just in
Okay.
case.
Haven't it? We've literally... So you asked me a couple of days ago and then proceeded to do the deed with him as soon as I said I didn't want to.
You didn't want to. Technically, he asked me. No, it doesn't matter.
Really? I mean, it seems to have mattered.
It was fun.
Okay. So we'll get you some tea, but it's just not 100 goals worth. I mean,
Yep.
It wouldn't be a poor taste anyway to get some on board the ship, just as
Mhm.
standard.
Yeah.
If we have other female people on board the ship that might need it as well, because apparently Josiah gets around. I don't know. This feels very... I don't like this. Just saying.
Okay.
Not you sleeping with him, more the fact of me thinking of him. It's weird, okay? This feels a bit beyond the professional boundary that I am trying to set.
Right.
We will get you some
Pirates,
tea.
remember? Yes. Professionalism isn't high on the list. But sure. Yes, I get it. Thank you.
I don't...
Just for the sake of, obviously,
Yeah.
feel free to mark as many as you want off in terms of gold value. Like I said, it's 1 per.
I think 20 would be enough for a little bit of time. I'm just going to say, like, if it's not, then
Yeah.
we'll probably be back in a couple of weeks. Like, if you want
We
to do...
can teleport back anyway, can't we?
Yeah, well, that's what I was about to ask, if really needs be. And not only that, but, like, I think you can keep it in your pants for, like, a couple of days and
Yeah.
run out. Like, just saying, out of
Yeah.
character.
No, the 100 was like, yeah, so I would have some left over
I think
just
that was
so I've got money
that was
on
more
me.
down to Matt not thinking it was going to cost more than that.
I thought it was going
No,
to
I
be
think-
less, but I would have money on me, on my character sheet.
But then at the same point, if you want to take your money out, you can do. But I really want to keep this as uncomplicated as
Yep.
possible.
Yeah, that's
So
fair.
if we want to spread it all out, we spread it all out and everyone looks after their own, or you leave it to me as your quartermaster to get shit sorted. this basically, Watcher, was the conversation behind the scenes on why I was telling Matt off, because I'm like, I'm the quarters master. Let me do my job.
But
I got bullied into this job. Take it away
Fine.
from me.
eventually getting
Sorry,
to the
Danny.
bazaar, which is on the ship, you expect like a big, like, sprawling marketplace, although you do remember you're on a ship, but given the description. But what you actually do find is you find a wiry old man sat at a table with thick-rimmed glasses and a thick ledger book, not leather book. And you find him sat in front of what probably looks like about 50 sending stones. And obviously now, with you guys given freshly granted permission, you are allowed to enter and speak with this gentleman. And he'll look at you and go, "Afternoon, all of you. What can we do?" Takes like a small puff at a pipe next to him. "What are you looking for?"
Novara looks to Josiah for permission.
He nods. He's happy.
Hello. I am looking for, and then I will give him the shopping list, which includes.
Yeah.
I can do it in character if you'd like to. I just didn't want to
Well, if you
do
want
the
to
whole thing
read,
out.
you
Yeah.
haven't got to necessarily do it in character, but if you want to read it out loud, I'm looking at it, but just for the sake of people listening.
I'll do it. Yes, I'll do it. This is fine. We need 6 Elim potions, 300 golds worth of diamonds, a minimum of 170 golds worth of wizards' inks and papers.
When you say
A cloak
minimum
of-
of, he'll kind of just follow up that question with, "What's your maximum?" So if 170 is your minimum, what is your ideal amount?
Happy Nivara noises.
She looks towards Josiah and the rest of the party again, being like, "Can I get more, please?"
He just you know
Yeah,
puts his
okay,
hands up like
How much do we need?
400,
Right.
if we can.
And he's making
Push.
notes of everything that you're saying.
Also, if we can get a cloak of what was it? Many fashions.
Yes.
Right. I'm aware of those.
And if you could procure us and see how much a +1 mace would be, a enchanted mace.
Two-handed
Rough.
or one-handed?
Lad? I believe it would probably be one-handed, but I'm just double checking.
Match that one on his hip? Yeah, be one-handed.
Oh,
I'm
I
just
keep getting
thinking-
my muted. Sorry. Yes, it's one-handed.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
It's
it's
like
just
if it's
checking,
an
'cause
old
obviously
boil pot.
you can get like the great warhammers, which are like the two-handed versions. But he's just checking.
So I want to keep some money left in the coffers.
Yep.
But like,
So,
yeah. And also another request, but we will do that in 2 seconds.
Tell me now, and I'll get messaging, because in case I need to message the same person.
Just write it on a piece of paper and kind of slide it across, like upside
Right.
down. Thank you. And it says T on there and 20.
Well, the whatever the
doses.
fantasy name is, but
Moon tea is usually how it's
Yeah,
referred
moon
to.
tea or something.
yeah, moon.
Yeah.
Right. And you'll see as you can see he's already made a couple notes next to certain things, like names of people. Give me a second. And he'll grab one of the sending stones on the desk, and we'll do a message into it. Fritz, just double checking if you have 6 healing potions with you, and how much. And you'll see him holding on to it and waiting. A few seconds later, you'll hear, because I believe sending stones, it's fully audible, so you guys would hear like a crackled response back. 6 healing potions would set whoever is buying them back 225 gold pieces. The store owner here is currently doing a slight bit of a discount. And he'll kind of look at you. Is that alright?
Excellent. Thank you.
And he'll put a line through that bit on the paper, and obviously this is rinse and repeat. Is obviously these sending stones are essentially the network across the world that these guys have got the teleporters to, and the connections to various merchants of various specialties. The next one mentions about the 300 gold's worth of diamonds, and you hear like a slightly hushed voice come back. Yeah, we can get you that, but we just need to finish prying it from the gold setting that it's in. We can have it with you in about 20 minutes. Very good. Get on with it, please. And then with the wizard's ink and paper, moving on to that request. Josie, have you finished looting that tower yet, please? And can you check if there are any ink and paper? Response will come back. Yeah, ink and paper we can do. We can probably get our hands on 4,000 gold's worth. And then he'll send a further response. Not that much right now. Just need about 400, please. And you can see him as he's going through the list. Gets the cloak. You'll be able to get the hands on a cloak for 50 gold pieces. Actually, a little cheaper than I told you earlier, Matt.
Right.
Luckily, these boys are connected. In terms of a +1 mace, they would be able to get that for the cost of 200 gold.
Oh, okay.
If that is agreeable.
I think that's too much,
so far.
personally.
That's not. That's really good.
Is it?
200 gold for a +1 weapon.
An uncommon is 100 to 500, so you can get it on the little, slightly cheaper. It's about.
Well, so far we're at 300 for the 225, wasn't it? For the
225 for the potions,
potions,
50 for the cloak, 300 gold for the diamonds, and then 200 for the mace.
400 for the paper first, 200 for the mace. I mean, to be fair, that's not even half of the amount that we've got.
I do want to double check, Matt. You've put +1 studded leather for Polar on the shopping list. Is that still a thing? Because I know Rose didn't read it.
There's not much point because I've already got studded leather, so I'd only be getting the +1, so it's not worth the money.
Have I missed anything?
Wait a minute. 225, 50, 300, 400, 200. The tea for 20.
That's 1 gold a piece. That's fine.
Yeah, so 20 for that. I do have one final request, and this is just more of an awareness, really, not an actual need at the moment. But can you get spell scrolls?
A little more difficult to come by, but within reason, yeah.
Okay.
I think probably Liz that I spoke with at the tower for the paper and ink might have found some there. We'll see what she reports back.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you. And she'll turn to Josiah at this point and go, do you know if either Charlotte or Jacob used magic?
This comes on to a question I was going to ask you, DM.
Yes.
I know Jacob. I fought with him. What is his fighting style? What is...
He was...
How he's fighting?
When you first met him, he was very much swashbuckly type martial fighter.
Yeah.
But obviously towards the end of knowing him, you know he was dabbling in some eldritch arcane abilities, essentially slightly warlocky type things. And especially when your life was expunged temporarily and you were expelled from his crew, he did show magic, yeah.
Did Charlotte?
You've never seen her do any?
No.
Whether she has developed any abilities in that time since, the only other time you've seen her was when she was on your ship at Siren's Rest. She didn't possess any then, she did broach a blade. But again, whether she has any and she just never used them then, you do not know.
What was his tactic style? Was he like a brute force aggressive, or was he sneaky, like when he was boarding ships or fighting, or?
He was
just
one of the
trying-
first people on the boarding party.
Yeah, so he's like swashbuckler, brute force
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the front. Yeah,
Dances
okay.
through the front lines, cutting sways of the common folk down.
So that's his sort of tactic style. It's more upfront, personal.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Charlotte, you
Good.
are very much aware he's a much more deviant and tactical-minded person.
Good to know. I'll relay that, or the relevant bits. The
I'm
magical
assuming
bit.
you'll relay that after you've done shopping.
Yeah. I'm not going to like.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, no.
In the shop.
Yeah.
Do you tell me that they use magic in the shop, though?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'll
I would
say
like to
sort of
make
like
a-
along the lines of Jacob. He started doing the like that weird magical blasty shit. He started doing that when I knew him.
Any other sorts of spells? Okay. The one thing that I am worried about is we do not have a counterspell currently.
Mm.
If we could purchase one, if there is one available, it might be worth us getting it. Because at the end of the day, we
I
don't
trust
leave it.
you.
Well,
Okay.
he'll speak up. Scrolls will take a little longer to identify what they are because most of the people that we send to retrieve don't have the means of interpreting. But once we are aware, we tend to keep stock of them and let Chichitik control the supply of those.
If I could speak to GT, it would be most advantageous because I'm assuming we're going to get more money at some point anyway, so we can
Yes,
refill our
Ben,
coffers.
retrieve.
Retrieve. Yeah, right. Okay.
All right, we all know what's going on here.
Yeah, I find it.
Don't
I'm
need to-
loving it.
It's so
I'm loving
good.
it.
Like Tamara does not care. She's getting
No.
stuff.
I was going to say, if you've
I love the
noticed, like,
idea.
you've got, like, the Thieves Guild that are, like, popping gems out of, like, jewellery and stuff. They've
Yeah.
One of them, as
I'm
we
lo- I'm
speak, is
loving the
raiding
whole
a
thing.
fucking wizard's tower, mate. Like,
What I love is like
Oh.
it's the feast version of Amazon. So
Yeah,
like you're
yeah,
like,
pretty
I
much.
requested that it's just fucking hate it,
and
isn't
you're
it?
talking to Dispatch here,
good.
who's sat in front of about 60 sending stones.
Yeah, it's
And
no
then behind
eBay
him, he's
if
got all
the
the
stuff wasn't
teleporter
yours.
plates to send and retrieve.
Yeah. It's eBay if the stuff wasn't yours to begin with. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
No, it's
good.
not. It's my bay. It's
Yeah,
not
my
eBay, it's my bay.
How much for counterspell, and how long?
Assuming we can find one, that'll be a little more expensive considering how useful they are. Probably 1,500.
Sorry, what now?
1,500. 1500.
Josiah will
Or
walk up,
150
yeah.
platinum.
We can always teleport back here if we get that goal before, for some reason, before we make way. We can always teleport back here. Don't forget that.
Yes. So if you just know that we are on the lookout, maybe for that spell,
Name.
if it is April's.
Name and vessel.
We are. Captain?
Josiah Black Soul.
He's got to check
Chaos.
though.
Yeah.
Very well.
The Call of Chaos. There we go.
If we manage to find one, I'll try and get word sent to you.
Excellent.
Obviously,
Thank you,
we'll
my man.
have a messenger go through the teleporter plate on your ship.
Excellent. Thank you. And he doffs his enormously large hat to him.
Oh, the fucking hat. I cannot believe
You know what? I almost imagine that every episode it grows like 1 inch in all diameters.
It's like that sketch from Scary Movie 3
Where it
whatever
just gets
is, the
bigger
hat
until someone
keeps
notices.
getting bigger every time it goes back on the camera. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the sheriff woman in it.
Yeah.
No, it's literally that. It's just like every scene where it's mentioned, it's just like 2/3 bigger.
Cool. I am taking the
Anything
money
else?
off. That would be all
actually
done. Thank
Mate,
you.
I do want to offer you, at least while you're here purchasing, we do have a slight discount on potions at the minute. We can offer 2 potions of speed at the moment.
Ooh.
Just let me pull up the cost that I writ. We're selling them for 500 each.
Mm-mm.
No.
Thank you, though.
Very well. I'll have everything brought to your vessel by one of our movers once we get it all brought to the vessels. And you'll see them, then he'll kind of half turn to a couple of the guys behind him. Can we get plates 24, 3, and 19, please?
Do we pay now or later?
Now, please.
Cool. Yeah, I will give the 1,195 gold.
We will have the items within about 15 minutes maximum.
Oh, we can wait outside if you want to give it a shout when it's all done. Or I can send one of our autos to come and collect it, if you would allow him aboard the ship.
A what?
Otto.
Automaton.
Right. Yeah, they can collect it, it's fine.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll tell him come in here and he'll wait and then just put the thing in his hands and he'll walk it back.
Yeah, which they're okay with that. So obviously, in about 10 or 15 minutes, package will be slapped in its arms and then obviously brought to the ship with all of the items you've just purchased on board.
Cool. I'm going to add them all to the party fund.
Yeah, you may as well add them now, because obviously by the time you leave here, you'll have everything.
Yeah.
So every single person here, including Dax, who isn't here, but we assume he's here, you will get a potion of healing. Boom. It is
Just
for
keep hold of
emergency
his potion of healing
situations.
for now until he's here.
Yes.
And then tell him.
Yeah, so don't get lost in ether.
Yeah, so everyone gets a potion of healing.
Would
Good backup.
Would I have to wait for the +1? Because obviously that takes a bit longer, wouldn't it?
Well, it like I said, it's just retrieving the +1 mace. It's not having your mace enchanted.
That's fine.
They have a +1 mace in inventory that they can bring up, and then basically you still keep your mace. You're not swapping it. You're just being given this extra one. Obviously, if you want to sell your old one, you can.
No.
I'm also giving you the diamonds because yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Just message what you're giving me, then I'll put it on my inventory.
Yes. Okay. I put the wizard ink and paper in. It's just for you don't have to take it, but
I've got one question.
It would be really useful.
I have got one question, Rose. When they were asking about the wizard's ink and paper, what would your face what would Novara's face have been like when she heard back coming back that they had 4,000 golds worth?
Oh yeah, no, don't worry. She will be using that at some point. We just need a little bit more funds currently.
And poor Osha back at Ivory Sands thought it was well good that she got you 25 golds worth.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, she's used to having a lot of money around her. I mean, ignore that. So, 425 of wizard ink and paper. I put a potion of healing in there. You're taking the cloak of many fashions. I think that's everything. Do you want to take the tea with you, or do you want me to look after the tea? It feels real weird looking after the tea. Just saying.
If it's put down, I'll just kind of sleight of hand it.
It's literally like tea bags. Not quite modern day tea bags, but close enough. Like it's in a pouch, you soak it in hot water, and then you take it out. Yeah. They're tiny. They're very big at all.
I just find it funny that she is ashamed. That is it. Oh dear. So, I think that's everything.
I'm guessing that's it.
No, does as she's walking out the room and taking the wizard paper back to the ship.
Unless there is any other business you wish to conduct on this vessel, I would imagine.
Can I talk to the Baroness if she is available? Very quickly. Captain, you can come with if you don't want to.
You wouldn't be able to at this point. If you had anything to say, it would have been when you were with her before.
Oh, well, we didn't even finish. It's fine. It was just... Well, it was literally, we were standing at the table, it got revealed, and then I think we ended it. But that's fine, don't worry about it. If needs be, I'll send her a message asking if
what is it you wanted to discuss?
I wanted to see if they would mind us being able to get back here. Does that make sense? I know that they're putting a teleportation plate on board our vessel. Does that work both ways?
Yeah, I think so. I think that was the whole thing.
I thought so, yeah.
Yeah, because obviously they did specify. I remember this being discussed actually. They wouldn't let you put one of your cube teleporters on their ship, but the teleporter plate that they're putting on your ship is two-way. You would just need to request access beforehand because the plates are kept on a shelf all together, and if you try and step through it, you're gonna have like a real bad day because you'll teleport
Yeah.
into a wall.
Ain't gonna be Alf on a shelf shit. It's
Yeah. So all it is, you just essentially need to send word
Sorry.
beforehand, so then they can get it out and put it down, so you can actually teleport safely.
So then my second question would be: is do I need a spell for that? Would I need teleportation
No.
circle in order
They
to
will
activate?
activate it, and
Cool.
once it's
Need the
active, you
sending
can then
spell.
step through. Yeah, which she already has.
yeah.
Perfect. Cool. I just wanted to double check that, and I didn't know how to.
No, I remember
All good.
actually that was discussed.
Yeah,
it
I
just
think we
it's
went
been-
through teleporting in detail because it was a bit of a
I've
Yeah.
been brain scrambled 2 weeks.
Yeah, it got mentioned
Lots of
when it was
stuff.
told it
I'm
was going to
sorry.
be put on board because you all understandably got concerned
Got a
about
bit
having a
edgy,
teleporter
yeah.
on your ship.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the whole point is
Cool.
it's a means for them to come to you to give you assignments and things like this. It's a means for you to get to them for the bazaar and things like that.
Yeah. I
Good.
just double checked. I would double check with the dude on the desk at the bazaar. If we had stuff and we just wanted to sell it to him, could we do that rather than it being to order? So if we found something and be
Yes,
like,
you could
yeah,
sell
okay.
things to him. But
Trade.
they
almost.
will specify that they're only interested in higher end stuff. Just trash
yeah,
is no good.
Mhm.
no.
So unless it's like things like magic items, things of
magic,
particularly
yeah.
high value, don't bother messaging.
Mhm.
It's almost like if we find something that we don't want, we can give it to them maybe in
Yeah.
exchange for something of equal value or something, maybe a trade network or
Yeah,
something like
it
that.
has,
I'm
as long
guessing.
as it's something of significant rarity, intrigue, or value, don't bother. But
Mhm.
yeah, they will buy things.
Yeah, they're not like a general.
No, they're not
store,
like a
they are,
shop
you
that
know.
will buy every single trash vendor thing you pick up.
Yeah.
They will only bother with the very, very important and very, very valuable things.
So yeah, going on to the other ship, then I'm going to go do some studying. I have
Josiah
paper.
would sort of follow you to. Well, it'll just sort of like try and catch you on your own for a second.
Oh, okay. I'm assuming I'm going down the stairs to the room,
Yeah,
and that's where you
just-
catch me.
yeah.
You're trying to get me alone.
Yeah, and you just sort of be like, "Hello, yeah,
Hello?
I trust you with these things, quartermaster. I want you to give you the respect in your role. I trust you with these things. I know you will make sure."
Is Josiah going to buy tea, not knowing Paula's bought tea?
No. He is, but this is what he's getting to. He's like, "Well, I am curious. What was the thing you were very coy about?
Sorry.
You know, you requested something on the
Have you
table,
not
so just."
spoken?
Hmm?
Oh, I was trying to hide your private life away from the ship.
She's outed me as well.
You never said to keep it secret.
Oh, wait,
No, I didn't.
have you not spoken with Paula? I thought this might be something you maybe discuss before coming to me.
Discussed. I mean, I talked to Paula a lot, but what do you mean?
About your night of intimacy
Oh,
and how.
oh, right. Ah,
Okay.
yeah, I hadn't. Oh, was it the tea?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a
she's
dick. I
putting
should
the
have considered that. Yeah.
Yes, you should have.
Yes.
Like, I understand that this is a pirate thing, and I do not understand it 100%. Granted, because it seems to be that every time someone tries to tell me it's a pirate thing, meaning what does that mean? But I respect your guys' privacy. I'm not going to tell anybody else. I told you because I thought that maybe you two would have had a conversation at some point.
No, we should have done. Yeah, it was just a spur of the moment thing. I do.
Okay. Do you need to talk to somebody about it? And is that person me? Really?
No, I can see you're uncomfortable about this. It's
Oh
fine.
no, I'm just trying to gauge your comfort levels. Okay. How about I tell you this? She has obviously bought more tea. I can see that you are awkward currently. Maybe you should go and get rid of that awkwardness with her.
Yes,
Just saying.
yes. Yeah, yeah. That's fair enough. Farewell,
And-
quartermaster. And you walk off at that point.
She'll just be sitting there and she just starts shaking her head and just if you could hear Elvis, she starts saying something along the lines of, "These fucking idiots! Like, oh my god, they think that suddenly I have been an adult for longer than they have been alive. For fuck's sake!"
It probably sounds
Awkward
really
teenagers.
beautiful. It probably sounds like talking English. Like, it's loud, I'm not there. But it's like,
Yeah.
beautiful Elvis, and she's just cussing him. Like.
It's
She's
Navarra,
like,
the
these-
agony aunt, isn't it?
It's like these fucking idiot teenagers that just need to get over themselves and remember I am over 100 years old. Like I'm about 100 plus. Like I won't go
yeah.
to tell my actual age, but yeah,
So,
she has
he's-
literally been an adult. But anyway, carry on.
Well, he will go to
Your
Polar
thing.
then. And where's Polar?
Probably wandering
I'm laughing.
around top deck.
I was going to say, at this point, you guys are on your ship, and I'd imagine making
Yeah.
preparations.
Yeah,
for
I would say to
departure.
Otto, make way to preparations as I'm trying to find Polar and sort of.
Polar is
See.
currently on firing deck 1. She is wandering, inspecting the weapons.
Could you summon her to the captain's quarters and make way to go?
As you kind of say that, Polar, one of the Ottos that was just kind of just like doing its own thing, will suddenly snap its neck towards you.
God, that's creepy. Yeah.
Polar, your presence has been summoned by the captain. Please see him
yes.
in his quarters.
Will do.
And I'll make way for looking at the map.
Yes. Do you want me to move Baroness out the way?
No, I like a 70-mile long woman. It's fine.
I like a big. I was more thinking, is she in the actual way?
No, I know. Yeah.
Wait, do you know the plan yet? We haven't discussed the plan.
No, we haven't discussed the plan, but it's going to take us several days to go westwards. We know we're going westwards. So you would just be like, make way to Ivory Sands, and we're heading in a westward direction.
Very well, Captain. Polar has been told she is en route.
Excellent, thank you. Head to the captain's quarters.
And obviously, eventually the crew of the Dawning Knight will disconnect your ship from theirs, allowing you to leave. And obviously, sail has been made in the direction of west, heading to Ivory Sands. Just let me remind myself, your ship can go 2 miles an hour.
I thought it was 2.5.
I'd put 2 on the thing, but yeah, we'll just go with 2.5. Why not?
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
it's about 4 days.
yeah.
Because the thing is,
Yeah.
I think 2.5 is your max speed, whereas your average travel speed.
Got, yeah.
Because
Gotcha.
obviously it's impossible to travel at max speed all time.
All the time. No, fair.
I
Average
think
is fine.
2 is more your travel speed, but 2.5 miles is your top speed.
Or,
Assuming
like combat.
calm
yeah,
waters, perfect wind, all sails. You know what I mean? No damage.
Yeah.
But eventually, Polar. And obviously, once these two have had the conversation, if anyone else would like to do anything to anyone else, or all
Yeah.
that stuff, you've got 4 days of loosey goosey travel times.
I would
Ooh.
like to convert my quarters into a temple to Salune.
I mean,
That's
it's easy enough to do.
That's what I'm going to be doing. Keep my bed, of course, but if people want to join me in prayer, they're welcome to.
Yeah, so you're going to make like a small altar in which...
Yeah.
It's easy enough to do. Obviously, you're very limited on resources at the moment, but you can slowly get things over time.
Make it like a shrine.
Yeah.
and such.
Get like fabrics, get some maybe trinkets, more holy symbols over time, and just really expand on it.
That's what I'm going to be doing every time we're in port, is collecting items and stuff
That's
like
fine.
that.
I will trust you within a decent degree to self-purchase like items at a fair what you know what I mean, because you're not using these items for anything else other than pure flavor, so I will allow you to. I'll trust you within reason to self-purchase if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll just DM you the
Yeah.
things I want when I'm in port. That's all.
Perfect. That's fine. Eventually, you'll find your way to the quarters of Josiah, where Josiah is obviously waiting and expecting. The Otto that he spoke with is kind of stood creepily in the corner, as always. I'd imagine,
yeah,
I'd imagine you
I'll-
probably hung your hat on it, so it's
Yeah,
wearing
no,
the
I
old-
was literally just about to say that. The big hat's on his head just to make Josiah feel a little bit more comfortable. Yeah, come in,
Right.
take a seat. I owe you an apology.
Well, why? What? What
Uh,
have you done?
herpes.
Well, you know, I left you to sort everything out after we had that night together, and I've heard that you got some tea, and we didn't talk about it, and you know, I left you to sort all that out, and you know, I don't want kids. You don't want kids. I should have helped out a little bit of that, and he passes 10 gold over. This is just to make, like, you know. Yeah, I heard you bought some stuff, so that's just to cover the expenses.
I pick up the gold. Like, oh, you thought that was for you, did you?
Oh.
Oh, Paula. I think I like Paula.
You gave us a foot.
Fuck me, that's grim.
Oh.
There is a smile and a wink with it.
Yeah, I'm about to say, like,
Fucking
I
hell.
don't think I can do an insight
Please do
check.
not enunciate the winks every time it's weird. Polar
so
winks.
Yeah.
Polar winks. Aggressively.
Both perception.
Uh,
See if you see the wink.
But yeah, if you ever want to borrow some tea, I'm game.
Well, I mean, yeah, to be honest, I was waiting for you to make the next move. I didn't want to keep summoning you for light refreshment in the captain's quarters if you didn't want, you know, if it was less than one night, or. But if you want to join me for some refreshment again, feel free.
Look over to the auto, like pause the drink, and then get out.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But-
I thought.
Captain, I must warn. We should always be vigilant for threats. That includes your life.
Keep watch outside the door, then.
Okay. And it will pour drink, and basically what you guys can't see, but other people will, is it will shut the door, and it will basically be nose touching the captain's door, staring at it.
With the hat on.
Yeah, so literally, it's got its back to the deck, and it's going to be face camping the door.
Yeah, face camping the door with the fucking hat on, like a fucking sock on the doorknob.
Like an absolute
accidentally.
psychopath.
Now that
I
that's
see
been
things
said,
fade to
that's
black
fade to black.
after the drink.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I have some stuff I'd like to do, please.
Okay, please do tell.
Perfect.
So can I ask a little bit? I'm not 100% understanding of how ships are built structurally, but
Is
if
that
you are between
Rose
two
or
floors,
Nivara, you mean?
that's Rose.
Okay,
This
go on.
is
Okay, go on,
me
go on.
using my notes. So, am I right in thinking that there's still, like, you know, with houses and stuff like that, where you have a ceiling of like wood, then a space, and then another like flooring?
No. The floor above is the ceiling of the room below. There's not not enough space on a ship to have that sort of grace in structure. So literally, if people clod up on the floor above, it'll be heard downstairs very easily.
Okay, that changes my plan a little bit.
The problem is, because with a ship, you have to be extremely space conscious, don't you? You can't have beams across space, then the roof. No, where those beams would be is the top of the room. That's it, and that's the floor of the room above.
Okay. And you know how last session I'd mentioned to the Ottos that I wanted to convert the 2 rooms into one larger room as the office for the quartermaster? Cool. Can I ask for some really weird specs, like specifications, to be added to that?
If it's possible, then yeah.
So in the desk, I want a false bottom in one of the drawers.
Okay,
And-
stuff like that, like that's technically a part of the furniture. It'll cost more for the furniture, but yeah, you can get that stuff easy. It'll just
And
cost
if
more.
I could get something that, you know, like I don't want to say hidden compartment because that's not it, but some way that I can move a bit of wall across to hide something behind it.
So like a
If I'm able-
semi-partial false wall.
Yes, exactly, but only just enough that I can move something backwards and forwards,
Yeah,
like a
so-
slide or something.
Yeah.
just
But you see,
dislodge.
you want like a foot of the room to be like a cubby hole sort of thing.
Yes, a secret little section.
That's possible, yeah. Because they could repurpose the wall that they cut out
Mhm.
and repurpose it with a bit of material. They could do that, so that wouldn't cost too much. It's just going to take time, and the Ottos can do that because the Ottos pretty much can do everything on the ship, from carpentry to gunnery to sails, navigation, the lot.
Yeah, I only want it to be like not even half of. I literally want it to be almost against what's behind it, but just enough for like maybe at 2 inches, like
Yeah,
between
I
it. Does that make sense?
kind of get what you mean. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's possible.
yeah.
You would need some extra wood for joinery, and things like that to connect everything and make everything secure. But yeah, it's
Perfect.
entirely possible. The desk obviously would need to be purchased from somewhere at a later date. It'll cost a little more because you want specialty parts done to it, like the false bottom and stuff, because that's not common.
Mhm.
But yeah, it can be done. It'll just cost a little bit.
Perfect. Yeah, brilliant. That's fine if they let me know how much it'll cost, and I will tell the Otto that.
We'll say the
Because
Ottos
we
would
know-
predict in raw lumber for the partial wall, it would cost about 15 gold to make your partial wall that you want. The
Perfect.
desk,
Yeah.
obviously, something you'll have to secure yourself and then have brought on board.
When we go to Ivory, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Cool. What I will do then, thinking about Ivory, is I will send a sending to the scribe. Osha, was it? Osha?
Osha, yeah, however you want to pronounce it.
Basically asking for her to look into getting me a desk and give her specifications, just like a desk, please. I will also pay a little bit extra. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
For it.
She'll definitely ask around. She knows a couple carpenters.
Excellent. Do I do the other thing or do I not do it?
This is
Ooh.
where she asks for a giant wooden cross with manacles on them.
No, I'm not Paula or Josiah.
No, you're Nivara
Oh.
with your own independent tastes.
Yes. Also, don't forget, Navara is a time wizard. Like, she could make
Yeah.
it real good. Just say. No, kidding. Anyway, moving on.
I don't understand how being able to manipulate time make... whatever. Okay, carry on.
We'll talk about it later after session away from the audience.
I think she's
So-
implying make things last longer. I'll just say it.
Thank you. So, also, I am going to. I don't know whether to do it or not because we're on our journey. I won't do it today because I think I need to speak to Josiah first before I act. But I am going to start copying.
I mean, that's easy enough to do. You've got 4 days worth of travel.
Yeah.
So I
Perfect.
have, like, no qualms about you using what you've got to start
Time.
doing that. You
Yep,
know
I'm
realistically
going-
that you're probably limited to about 10 hours a day because obviously you need rest of sorts and things like this.
I could do both in a day, like literally burning through. Because don't forget, I only need 4 hours of sleep. It's one of those things.
I'm
I
not
only have a
taking
first
into
and
account
second.
just sleep. I'm also taking into account eating, general physical rest.
Yeah.
Not just
Yeah, but
eyes closed time. Like, there's only so much someone can do in a day before their mind's frazzled.
the reason why I'm saying, Danny, is because it's only a first and a second level spell that I need to write down, meaning I can get them done in about 6 hours tops.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
not that much.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, per day, you're probably limited to about 10 hours of work. But that's enough to do 1.5 and then to finish it the next day.
Perfect. So I will do that and use some of the paper to learn.
As your travel is continued towards Ivory Sands, Josiah, do you wish at any
Yes.
point to gather the crew and have a general discussion in character about tactics and plans?
Yeah.
Because obviously when you get to Ivory Sands, it's more a case of what next? What is the plan? And obviously share it with the crew and The Ottos.
Yep. Ottos will summon everyone to a ward council meeting probably on the first morning, like sailing.
Yeah. Which obviously the best place to do it is probably again in your
Next
captain's
day.
quarters
The
because
captain's quarters, yeah.
your quarters is the only one with a table.
Yeah, you find like the map pulled out and things like on the table.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the few odd little maps you have got, yeah.
Yeah.
And the map
Well, you
of
got
Celsius is still on the board.
Yeah.
Do we have a full,
No,
or is it all just
you don't.
memory?
It was shown
Yeah.
to you, but you don't have.
We've seen
got
it, but we
sci-
don't have a physical.
Yeah, we've
Hang
got
on.
science
For the,
rest.
for the sake, for the
Wait a minute,
sake,
you got.
for the sake of, I was gonna say, hindsight. If you want to spend 15 gold, you could have purchased one.
Do it.
Okay.
I'll allow that in hindsight because that is something I
Okay,
would
cool.
imagine if you were thinking about
I'll
it. at
take
the
it off
time.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm saying that because if you'd have been thinking about it at the time, I think that's something you all would definitely have purchased.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
So yeah, we'll say 15 gold, and you'll get yourself a copy of the entire archipelago, which is now what you're looking at. So this is now currently sprawled out across the table in the captain's quarters, so you can plan. You
And we
guys
got
at
a
the moment,
science rest,
yeah,
haven't we?
yeah, and you've got a few smaller maps dotted around.
Yeah.
Currently, I would say you guys are probably about, if you allow me to think,
It's Ulster's Den.
Probably about
No, I mean
here.
Ulster's Den.
yeah, you guys are probably about here. You're about halfway on your travel.
So yeah, sorry. The day before I learned Ray of Enfeeblement and the Crown of Madness spells
Beautiful.
from the spell scrolls. Down, just specifying.
Okay.
So we're all summoned.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be sat down. He'll be offering everyone like there'll be coffee. Otto will be offering coffee. Right, everyone sit. We need to figure out how we're gonna kill these dudes. Kill Jacob. Kill Charlotte.
You make it sound so easy.
Oh no, no. But we need to have something in place. I have some ideas. I think you will have some ideas. But what I'll say to begin with is, we accidentally lured Charlotte out first time. They obviously patrol the area around Ulster's Den as he sort of points around the map. We could cause a fire or something in Bitter Lisp or Time Lost and draw some out, pick them off.
When you say fire,
Mm.
what do you mean? I don't think
I-
they're not going to
what's
care
the
if a
fuck-
tree
Lo-
sets on fire.
Oh.
What's the bait?
Well, I was going
I
to think
can
lots of fucking
message.
smoke, or I don't know, or if we got a better ideas for bait. I just think we need to. Just say that,
Sorry.
Laura.
Just cool.
You're cool,
I can
Just
send a
say it.
message. I can send a message to that with Charlotte Hinge and draw her out. I can tell her I know where his body is and suggest a location.
I
Doesn't have to be the
about
right
it.
one.
No, I agree. She's tricksy, and will she believe? She won't believe us, will she? Why would we say that unless we wanted to go to that place? She'll know that.
And do we
We
want...
want to parlay. Oh, but then we can't do parlay because there's
Exactly. I know.
That's a
Yeah.
bit... Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
You can't
So-
claim parlay and then immediately break it. It's kind of a no-no.
The-
We'll have everyone after us then.
The other thing, the other idea is Veth could plant some kind of rumour in Ulster's Den in the town.
Yeah?
Okay. But then we're putting Vith at risk at this point. He is completely undercover. We do not want for him to plant a rumour and get back to them. I understand what you're saying about Charlotte being tricksy, and she seems like an extremely intelligent foe. We
She-
need to target where she is weakest.
Yeah, this is what he'll be
That is
talking
him.
about their personalities. Like, she's the thinker, Jacob's the hothead. He was the first in the breach every time. She's the one who's advising him. She's the strategist.
Did you not see the fire in her eyes, though? We
Oh,
need
right.
to
Yeah.
quickly cause the pain. And with that, it is Wade. She feels that there is some sort of possessive nature over him, he is our ticket. Maybe not ascending, but for something, he is our ticket.
Oh yeah,
We need
maybe
to
we,
use him
we
against
use
her.
that. We need use that as bait. It's how we deliver the message. I don't think we deliver the message. I think we find a way to plant it in her head to lure her out.
Hmm.
Is that a yawn
Let
or
me
a
think.
hmm?
Sounds
No,
like
it was a hmm. It's Nybara thinking, and
Sounds
you
like
can see
Liam
she's
when he
pacing.
yawns.
I
No,
thought it
no,
was
no.
Liam, yeah.
Nybara's pacing at this point, backwards and
Actually,
forwards.
I do want to
you know what
say,
I mean?
I do want to quickly say, Liam's been very quiet. Liam, are you muted?
Yeah. No, I'm
Cool.
okay.
I just wanted to say, because I haven't heard you speak until just. Carry on, Rose.
What if? So the whole idea of this is to lure Charlotte away from Jacob, no?
Yes, because she's she's probably more of a thinker in terms of strategy and stuff, and splitting those two apart makes sense. Pick them off one by one.
Okay. So meaning that we have to cause enough irritation to Charlotte and not enough to Jacob before going after him. So we can't like begin setting fire to multiple places and try and draw them out.
Well,
Because we might encounter both of them together. We have to
we
decide
didn't last
first.
time. We didn't last
La-
time. She came out as a patrol.
Yeah, last time it was because that fortress beacon.
Oh, I know what we can
Could
do.
could we fake one of those?
In a way, kind of. What we could do is, it would take a couple of days, but I could start messaging them and start mocking them, not actually revealing anything. Do you know what I mean? Not being like, we want to meet up with you, just more like, I'm a little shit and I got a new spell kind of deal. But wait for it. We slip up and she'll use like bunny ears at this point, being like, I slip up, reveal too much. And we'll end the message with like a shit kind of deal. Do you know what I mean? For being like, because the whole point about the spell is if what you say goes through, I leave the wrong message.
I think my original point still stands. I think we keep our involvement out of it. Anything to do with us, she'll be canny. She'll try and figure out what we want with it. If we're not involved, if she doesn't know we're involved in it, I think that's much better. It's another layer of protection.
I'm with the captain on this one. If she knows it's us, she's going to come fully loaded.
She's going to come fully loaded,
defensive.
whatever we do.
Well,
This is the problem that we have.
Doing it.
Yeah, not if it's a routine
patrol.
Okay.
Patrol. Yeah.
Let me ask some questions about this Charlotte to get a better understanding of her personality and her capabilities. Okay. She was with Wade, no, and she's a brilliant strategist. In terms of, was she human, half elf, elven, dwarf?
Human.
What was her?
Human, yeah.
Right. Okay. Was she young, fairly older? Was she Wade's age? Like,
I assume she was Wade's age, like late 30s, like 40s.
I want to say she was slightly older. Matt, is that right? Or is
don't remember what? Yeah, sure. Couple of years.
So like
there's not
probably
much in it.
late 20s, early 30s.
I thought Wade's 40s, wasn't he?
I thought Wade was mid 20s.
Yeah. No, Wade was 40.
He was about 40.
Oh, so she would be then late 30s, mid to late 40s then.
Early 40s, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Josiah's mid 20s.
Ah, that's where I've got it wrong then.
Yeah.
Okay. What was she doing before she joined up with Prescott's ship? We know that she was with Wade. Was she working with Wade?
Yeah, I assume she was one of the fucking sea.
That's how I've understood it, Matt. Is that correct? Working, work colleague, yeah.
Well, I can tell you, but Polar wouldn't know.
Well, what would Josiah know?
What would Josiah know is more the question. What would Wade have told Josiah?
Yeah, she was his first mate on their ship.
Right, yeah.
Before he was sent here, and then
she basically goes around fucking captains, like.
Oh,
He's what are you
Got
way
it.
back?
You better watch out,
Don't we-
Josiah. You're
I know
next.
someone else.
I was about to use my
Wait,
catchphrase.
wait,
don't
guys.
we all?
It's been suspicious. We haven't heard from Montrose recently. He's the captain of the other ship.
Oh,
no.
my god, no! The calls come
Okay.
from inside the ship. No,
Why did she leave Wade and join Prescott? Do we know?
I don't think Wade knew, to be
No.
honest. He seemed all.
No.
He didn't.
No, that is what's Desire say. It's like, Wade didn't fucking know. That's what messed him up so much. He just disappeared in the night and then became that
I
bitch
have-
Charlotte Hinge.
Yeah, I think she was bored. This is what I am understanding better. She didn't hate him. She just could see a life stretching out in front of her of boredom.
I mean,
It's enough to
she's
send
got a
any woman
laugh.
mad.
I mean, if you're
Really?
bored, read a. What?
You're going to say read the
What
book.
good does it do?
Yeah, I was.
From you, that is a really weird statement. I'm just
So
saying,
that would mean
Desire,
more
see what
bored,
you
to be
get for-
fair.
Well, I am trying to be a better communicator. I am trying.
Okay. I just mean that if she decided to leave, who does it serve her saying that she was going to leave? The only person that it actually serves is herself trying to remove her feelings of guilt. I think that is where her possession and her anger towards what had happened to Wade was so intrinsic because she felt a
Guilt.
little guilty. Yes. So we know that Wade is her sore spot and she felt guilty. What if I send a message to the cleric at Lone Spire
I was.
and he
Yeah.
reaches out? Being like, these people killed my master. I know it's going to bring some heat on us, but these people, they left a body with me. I buried it, and I spoke to it, and he said your name. That is all that would be needed for a sending spell. And then
If
we
he's
lie in
up,
wait.
if he wants to do that, if he will do that.
It's not connected to us. Well, it depends if he would feel it is putting like a target on his back. So we would have to
Well,
assure him.
all we can do is we can contact him because I think we need to contact him anyway. Because the other thing on the list is Loxana's been threatened by big, tall, sexy lion woman, and
Oh yes, you told me this. I'm sorry, I forgot about
yes, so we could do checking in with Archaea.
this. We could send Luxana after her, but that's a silly thought.
No, she won't. She's bound by that contract. But we could contact. I think contact the cleric. Say next of kin is Charlotte Hinge. Contact Charlotte Hinge, and we wait
Lie in wait.
offshore because I don't know where Big Lion Woman is. But and then also if you
Yes.
could message Archaea,
Okay, yes.
yeah, and or Felis just to check up on Loxana because I think the Lion Woman is fucking with my head. I don't think she's there, but let's just check. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No issue, Captain. My next thought. So this is stage one of the plan. Is obviously getting Charlotte Hinge on her own. Does anyone remember how many people were upon that vessel that we encountered at Simon's Rest?
Ooh.
I think it could man 30 to 50 was what you told me, Danny. Like,
Jacob's ship. Yes.
Yeah.
So they only had
No,
one ship.
what was Charlotte sailing?
Oh yeah,
that
she
Charlotte
she
was
had
sailing
like
a ship that was smaller, more comparable to Wade's
a
Rest.
brig, yeah.
Slightly
So
bigger,
10,
but not by
15.
slightly bigger, but not by much. That had a crew of about half, maybe.
So
Other thing, yeah, you go first.
no. You have something that you wish to share?
What I was just going to say, we laid the trap. How will we know when the trap is sprung?
So, what we could do is watch and wait. I can transform my fox now into an octopus, and I could get him nearby and
So
have
we
him just
moor
look
off Lone
out.
Spire and keep a lookout is essentially what
Yeah.
we're doing. Okay.
That is it.
Um,
And then once they leave the ship to go up to the Lone Spire, we set it alight and reenact
where's
what
line
happened
up?
with us.
Lone Spire's
know, with
just to the
the-
northeast.
Yeah, answered my own question. Sorry.
one
The whole thing that
question.
happened with. Go on.
I was just going to say we need to prepare. What is Lion Woman's name?
Sasmura.
Yeah.
Sasmora. Are we? We need to. We're probably going to end up fighting Sasmora then, are we? Maybe
Okay.
if we're in one place. For
To be honest,
a
I'd
good
rather get
couple
her
of
off
days.
our back at this
Oh,
point.
I agree. Yeah, I'd rather she's fucking with Loxana. I'd rather just any old draw like a line across his neck. I'd rather just get it done.
What's she sailing?
She's not,
Sasmora.
I don't think.
Oh,
Well, she's
She's got to be moving around somehow.
Yeah, she's got fiend shit. I assume she.
Oh,
Maybe she's moving in the same way that we're moving.
ship.
Well, we're moving by ship, but we also have the Cubit Gate, which
Mm.
was another thing. I want to instill a sort of code phrase that means "Get to me, I'm going to take us off of here within the next 10 seconds." If shit goes really bad, I will leave people behind. I'm just saying. I'm sorry, I like you all, but I will leave people behind.
Wow.
If you are not there.
Uh,
a safe
we
word.
need a word. What about rally? If you just say rally and we'll get to you.
Rally. Okay. I'm just saying that if I will give enough time, I will give a couple of maybe about 10-15 seconds to get to me. But after that point, I will take us out. If it's getting really bad, I might leave a little earlier. I'm just saying. I
If you
respect
say-
everybody and I care for everybody, but if it's the difference between two of us dying and everybody dying, I'm going to take the two.
No.
If the situation gets that bad, we'll probably see it coming as well.
Yes.
Before you even shout at us to
Yeah,
rally.
we might be the ones shouting rally to you.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, that's it. We can all use it, and then we know what that code phrase means is I need to get ready with the Cubic Gate. Second one is, what was it? What are we doing with their ships? So, I get an understanding that you might want to keep their ship afterwards, Captain?
Well, okay, I've got an idea.
Could sell them to the fucking fleet.
Mm.
Wow, that is also possible.
150k. Sorry.
It's
I
an
mean-
option.
Yeah, I mean, also what we could do is like some of those people in servitude, we release them, and maybe they will want to man the ship. Maybe they want to be aligned with us, or
Aren't they under a spell?
yeah,
Well,
Well,
you've
I
discussed
think something
this.
about breaking it.
yeah.
So,
If it's possible.
that is possible. Well,
Yeah.
nothing is impossible. Technically, everything is possible. It's just that the probability of it actually working is varying.
Mm.
Yeah.
I would suggest if we can take care of Charlotte Inch, is using that to draw Jacob away, and we go into Ulster's Den and basically
Destroys power base.
destroy his power base. And then when he comes to see what has happened, we take him on. Also, it is a nice little cove, so we could block his exit with our ships. He would be stranded, and we would just destroy him. Obviously, allowing for you to get the final blow, Desire. I understand you have quite a lot of pent-up feelings towards him.
I mean, as long as he falls in combat, I don't mind.
Okay.
I'd rather get the job done properly rather than me farting about trying to land the last blow.
This is it. I have one final request. Is if we are going to take on the cove at some point, if we could leave the auntie alive, I'd like to talk to them, please. Thank you.
I think,
Wait,
to clarify,
you know,
Hello?
by,
There's the auntie.
by cove, do you mean Ulster's Den, like Jacob's Gaff?
Yes. Yes.
There's no, you never saw you auntie there. I just want to point that out.
We did when we were viewing through Archia's scry. There was a Yonti that he was. No, we didn't see, but he did, and he specified that she had yellow eye. Basically, I've made an assumption here,
Right,
Danny.
We made assumption as the
okay.
half-blood, like,
Okay,
yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. I'm with you.
It was just she was pale skinned, which is what kind of deterred me away from her being a half orc. But I thought she could be a tiefling, maybe if she was. But basically, if there is a young, so I will edit what I say, and Navarro will say if there's a Yanti there, if it is that it's a Yanti who is there, if you can leave them alive, I think we might need to talk to them.
I think we just killed those who resist, to be honest. Like, I don't want. There
I would
were innocent
prefer-
people there. There's people who've been captured. People were slaves. I don't. I don't want innocent blood on my hands.
Well, what we could do is if we go directly to their thing, there is a contract. But I remember reading something about destroying contracts, so we will need to be careful. If I remember, there is something that might come after us and try to kill us if we destroy the contract. So we have to be careful.
I'll leave
Great.
that for you to decipher.
Yes, I remember reading something about. What is it? I'm sorry, I've read a lot of books. Oh, a big robot thing.
Marut.
A Marut. Thank you, brain.
But
A Marut.
your brain will also tell you that not while a lot of contracts are guaranteed by Maruts, not all of them are. It depends on whether
No.
that sort of protection was taken out when the contract was signed.
It's going to
Am
be
I
a
right in
gamble.
remembering as well that this that there was deep speech, but it wasn't just deep speech. There was some sort of
Mhm.
fiendish nature to it. It was
Yeah.
like a cross between deep speech and fiendish.
Yep,
It was written in deep speech, but there was a fiendish influence to it.
that's correct.
Which could be either the demons, devils, or the loft. Okay. So
All sound bad. I don't know if there's a
Yeah.
scale of bad to worse, but
Not really.
okay.
Just different ways
No.
to die.
Yes. Also, is anybody able to silence people? Like
I need my paws.
stab them hard enough.
no, a spell. I am very sorry. I know you are all trying to be extremely helpful.
I know
Can
of
you-
it, I do not know it.
B.
Yes.
I. E. So where was I, sorry?
Barnett, what are you
Can
doing?
you silence me?
You told me to spell silence people.
That is not what I said, but do not worry.
I pat him on the head.
Yeah.
I was
we
nearly
did good.
patting him as well. We're all like, oh, Barnett. Okay, so does anybody know silence? The only reason I ask that is because whilst I cannot counter their spellcraft, if we could silence them, a lot of spells, a lot of people who use spells tend to learn their verbal components first. A lot of spells have verbal components. You effectively
know
cut
that
them off
spell.
otherwise. You
You
know
do?
it.
Yes.
I don't know
No,
if that
I've never
might be an
used
option.
it before. So
I don't want to put too much stress on you because I would prefer for you to have the non-death one in your back pocket. Maybe you are a cleric, no?
yes, I'm a cleric.
Would
Well,
you
I am
mind?
aware of that. Well, I am aware of it and do know that spell.
I'm just suggesting it might be useful for us if it is that Jacob starts throwing around. We don't need it right away, but if it was that they were throwing spells around, you pop it on them and they can't spells anymore.
I do know
So they can move out.
I do know the sleep spell, but it's
Weak.
it's not that useful. It's not very good.
Can I just ask a question on this spell, by the way, out of character?
Mhm.
It says casting time, 1 action plus 10 minutes.
10
No, you
minutes
can
is
cast it
probably
as a
ritual.
ritual.
Yeah,
Oh, it's a
Yeah,
ritual,
you can cast it as an
right.
action
yeah.
and use a spell slot or ritual and don't use a spell
Because
slot.
Okay.
just to remind, ritual casters can cast spells without using spell slots if it's a ritual spell, but it takes
Right.
10 minutes longer than the normal cast time. So what it is, that spell could be cast as a ritual for 10 minutes, or you can spend a spell slot and just do an action.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Thank you.
That reminds me also, I have the ability to create a small dome that we could all be sitting in with, do you know what I mean? Just off the shore or just a little bit over. And they wouldn't be able to see inside. It would just look like there was nothing there. It's quite useful. A little tiny hut.
Would it be better to be with the ship, though?
Oh, well, we need to get off the ship to kill them. Because we don't want for them to run away. We want to be between them and their exit, right? We don't want basically for them to do what we do, so we need for the ship to be at a distance away from us that they're just not going to steal our ship.
I've got a question for you. Could you do sending
Me?
to Otto? Yeah.
To an otter? I think so. It is a creature, no?
Ooh, no, it's a construct.
Yeah, but it still falls under a creature bracket.
Yeah. Then
Constructs are creatures.
if
Yeah.
that's the case, then yeah, you would be able to.
I imagine it's like a warforged. They're technically still a being, but
They're
even
not
though
as they're far less complex than a proper warforged. You see.
to a
Right.
creature. Yeah, it is to a creature that you are familiar.
Oh. I was.
Would you classify them as creatures?
Yeah, for the
I just
sake
think
of the spell,
creatures-
yes. Because what it
It's
is,
like you've got humanoids
yeah,
and
because
creatures.
they're
does that
nowhere
make
near
sense?
the level of warforged. You see, they are much more simplified.
Creature
I'm gonna
type.
send it to like the collective, like a construct.
Yeah. Not like say an
'Cause
individual,
even-
but like the hive mind.
Well, even humanoids are technically creatures. They're just
Yeah.
a type of creature.
Construct
Weird
is a type
wording.
of creature, apparently.
Oh, then yes.
Oh. Why do you ask, Josiah?
Well, if we're on our island and we want to cut off, like, we want to stop the boat shooting at the ship or whatever, then it would be useful.
Oh, and also we could nip back anyway because I have the gate, so we can just pop back to the boat.
Yeah.
It's just this way we can see what is actually going on,
Hmm.
and then we can get back to the boat and basically, what is it called when you destroyed their ship and hopefully draw them out and kill them and then get on board our ship? Because I might not have the ability. I don't know. Depends on how I
Scupper?
feel. Supper?
Scupper.
Scupper. Scupper. Thank you.
I am.
So-
It's still morning, isn't it? Well,
No, I just okay. Common is not my first language. I'm just saying. You don't have to be rude about it. So, are you happy with this plan then, Captain?
mm-hmm.
Good. I will also continue to study your studies, if that's okay with you, Paula. I might need you for a couple of days, and we can do some more
Yeah.
spell work.
Finally nail down this Barb's spell.
Yes.
Now we've got the paper.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anything else, or is that our plan? That you would like for me to send a message to the cleric, and who was the other person? I forgot.
Fellows or Arkia.
Yes, that was it. Okay, he still owes me letting me look at that book that was pre-Krieg. Like, I know you guys don't understand the importance of it, but that is literally the oldest artifact currently known. Like an actual record of pre-Krieg. You would not. I don't know how to explain it properly.
It's a
It's like
very
the best
important
thing.
book. Okay.
Yes, a very, very important book.
Okay. Doesn't. I get you excited about it, and that's good enough for me.
Okay. Break? Right, that is what we do now. That we all break up and go do our things.
Yes.
Oh, come along, Paula.
Yeah.
She'll speak you this way.
Are we heading straight to Lone Spire now, not Ivory?
If you want to make that adjustment, you can.
Yeah, because it.
Yeah, like I said, you're about halfway from 2.1 into Ivory Sands. It's still technically on the same trajectory. It'll probably just add a day onto your journey.
Yeah. That's fine.
Okay, that's fine. So you've made the adjustment now to head to Lone Spire, so you're now 3 days-ish away.
As we're walking down, I'll send a quick sending spell. So as she's walking down with Paula, Navarro will send a quick sending spell over to the cleric, essentially specifying his next of kin. Everything that we just spoke about in 25 words, if I can fit it in.
Go on,
If
then.
you want me to do it properly. Okay.
Do you even remember
Do you
this
remember
cleric's
my
name?
Father something? Digon? Was it Father Digon?
No.
Began
Do
with a
you
D
need
though,
it?
didn't it?
Yeah. Do you need a name for the spell? Or is
No,
it just...
but I just want to see
No.
how familiar you are with this
Okay.
person.
Yeah.
Is it Donald?
No? Close.
Donahue.
That's it.
Donahue.
Father
I
Donahue.
knew it was a D name.
Yeah,
I was about to go get my notes.
You wasn't terribly far off. You were closer than I expected you to be.
So, Father Donahue, it's Nivara. We would like to have Wade's next of kin come to see him. Her name is Charlotte Hinch. That's 22 words, right?
21.
21.
There's no
That's
22.
10. You,
Yeah.
yeah. 22. Okay, I'll end it there.
Okay.
Oh, if it's 22, I'll say, can you reach? Or can you send? And leave it there. There we go.
Short while later. That is something that can be done. I committed his body with Thalen into the cemetery here. And that's it.
DM.
Yes.
When we went to Wage Rest, I don't remember it being a cemetery. I remember
It was
being
in a
a beach.
stand.
No.
But
he's
that might
saying
just be a slip up.
in the cemetery. Like at Lone Spire, because that's where you're going.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
is the beach, because that's where we landed. Where
Yeah,
Ray's
but
were.
don't forget,
Unless it was
the
like a
entire
cemetery.
island is known as Lone Spire.
Yeah, okay.
He could, like,
Yeah.
he's just saying, basically, that there is a cemetery on the island that Wade and Thalen have been put in.
Yeah, no, it's all right. We just went to Wade's grave, and I just had in my head like just one lone grave.
No,
on
no,
the
no, no,
beach.
no, 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 no. What it is, you actually left.
He probably killed a bunch of people.
You actually left the island without burying Wade. You left it to Donahue to do.
Yeah, but we visited his grave.
The
Yeah, we went
botched
Wade's rest.
teleport.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just.
Right, well, just yeah, no, you're right. Okay, so what it is,
Is it- yeah.
Thalen would have been put in the cemetery then, and Wade has been put somewhere
On the beach.
isolated.
It's. I mean, if you want to retcon
But-
it, it's fine. I was just seeing if
Yeah.
the two things were consistent.
No. That was me. That wasn't intentional.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
That wasn't an intentional. Oh, something's happened.
Yeah. No, it's cool.
I will then, as we're still walking down, because I imagine all of our stuff's like on the bottom deck for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, no, all of the
we're, like,
all
travelling
of the
through.
crew cabins are on the bottom deck. You are
Yeah.
absolutely right. You've two, and then you got your two fire decks above you, then top deck
Mm-hmm.
with the captain's quarters.
So I'll send another spell as we're going down, and this another message, and this one will be to Arcae, and will be, it's Nivara. Can you check on Luxana? We were given a threat by a demon against her. That's it. End of.
Okay. There's no response. But then a few minutes later, you know the spell has gone and you don't hear a response, and it kind of makes you think for a little bit, like. But then you feel something prick in your mind, like some connection, as Archaea connects with your mind telepathically. It is good to hear you, Nivara. You
You too.
explained that there was a threat made against Loxana.
Quick question, and this is all in her head, but Paola will notice Nivara just kind of stops still. Is it just that I have to will the intention to talk back to you, or are you able to read my mind currently? I'm just asking before I put some walls up.
This is a telepathic link merely for communication.
Good.
It
As you can
works
understand-
like your sending spells and your message
Just
spells,
on-
but there are no constraints on limitations.
Excellent.
Just
And
really
Navarro
have
will
to be in the same plane.
she'll resume walking down, but still not speaking, if that makes sense. This is still in her head. Yes, Josiah had a vision of a. We encountered a little bit of trouble not too long ago, and had been chased down by an entity known as Sasmura. And then I'll give a vague description of what she looked like and what she did, basically, about how she was able to get into my dreams. I saw the three eyes flashing. This is the same for Josiah's, and basically Sasmura has threatened Loxon.
Okay. Just for the sake of, can you roll Arkia's history for me and just roll a d20, please? Just
Of
while
course.
I get the...
9.
I'm not aware of such creatures, like you describe, but obviously one such as this is considerably powerful then. We have not...
Can you go on?
We have not known...
I was.
Fuck's sake! The delayed is...
You do.
Okay. We have not known any degradation in Loxana's physical body, although we have noticed neurological activity. Wherever her mind is, it is thoroughly active.
Oh, how interesting. Do you think... I don't actually think she'd have an accent in here. This is in her head. I don't know how it works. I'll continue the accent. I'll continue with the accent because it's easier to distinguish between when I'm speaking and when Navarra's
that's probably
speaking.
for the best, yeah.
Yes. I have begun to work on a ritual in order to essentially alter the body, to revert time back on a body, or to speed it up. I was hoping that there would be some way that we could maybe talk to Loxana and see what she would prefer. But I think I might need a few things just yet.
I think the issue is there that we are currently not aware of where Loxana's consciousness lies. And until we do, I fear that communication is not possible. The only thing I can deduce is that she is not present on the material plane, or my telepathic abilities did not reach. And my only limitation is that I must be on the same plane of existence. My next intention is to spend some time traveling the planes, attempting to establish connections, going plane by plane to find where she is located, or at least what plane she is on.
Could you start maybe in your search on or within the Nine Hells or the Abyss? I'm not too understanding of these two places, but I believe them to be the homes of fiends. And fiends keep popping up in this world over and over again, like some sort of reoccurring fault.
Very well.
Reality.
I intended to start with the elemental planes, but if you have information that might be pertinent, I will make start with the fiendish planes.
Yes, I believe. Well, that is where Sasmura is from, where that weird worm thing was from. This other entity that seems to be connected to Prescott is from. The fiends have been a problem since the Krieg. I believe that this is continuing.
Right.
DM.
Yeah.
My understanding. Oh, hello.
Hello. Archaea would know. Would he know which plane Ziff was from?
Remind me, Ziff.
Loxana's
Patron.
patron or Link or. Because he
It was the
knows
name you
that she's
gave.
linked to the Nine Howls. Like
Right.
he knows.
She's Devil.
Okay.
Loxana's patron is
A
Devil.
devil. So Archaea would know she's linked to the Nine Hells in some way. And we know
Her
that as
patron
well.
is, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, just make just
Yeah. I suggested the Nine Hells as a basically because I thought
I'll just
it might be there.
No,
Also, it would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, because essentially what he plans to do is plane shift, pop telepathic ability, plane shift, pop it, and just literally travel every single fucking plane until it works.
Go from Discord server to Discord
Yeah,
server.
literally,
Yeah.
that's exactly. Yeah, and this guy's got enough spell slots and power and bullshit. He can literally just do that.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to ask Archaea because I have heard that you are a creator, and I know we spoke about the ship and that kind of thing.
Yes,
Are you able to get shock jade?
I can. What purpose would you have for it?
I need something that can amplify my abilities. I believe that it is currently used as an amplifier for elemental magic.
Specifically lightning, but it's also used as a base for enchantment material.
Well, this is it. I am wondering. It is early days, if that makes sense. I am trying to put together the ritual, but I believe I would need some sort of something to amplify my abilities.
Essentially, he's going to basically bullshit like high fantasy science explained to you.
Yeah.
That the way Shock Jade works
Don't
in
worry.
amplifying spells and magic is any spell that produces lightning damage, per level of the spell, you use like 1 gold's worth of Shock Jade. Say if you cast a 3rd level lightning bolt, you would use 3 gold's worth of Shock Jade. If you do, the dice are maxed.
Holy shit. Oh, yes, I would like some shock jade then. I really would like some shock
The thing
jade.
is, it's extremely scarce. Although there's a giant mining expedition, they don't pull much out. Do you know what I mean? Like, for as much as the big quarries are, they get tiny amounts.
Yeah.
But
So-
this shit, like, pops. Like, so, you know, like your Shocking Grasp, it's it's 1d12?
Shocking Grasp, no, it's Shocking Grasp is 1d8, I believe.
It's
I was thinking
1d8.
more for lightning bolt.
Well, yeah, because it's
A lightning
1d8.
bolt would
I'm
be
just saying as an example, yeah, it just bang, max. It's like, it's the equivalent of having a target wet and hitting them with lightning damage.
Yeah. So what would you suggest then, Archaea? Like I say, I need something where I can essentially create a sort of... I don't know how to explain what I need to do.
I think I understand what you mean, and without prying too much, I believe you already hold something that is probably more powerful than you believe, if you can complete it.
Do you mean the clock?
No, I mean the broken staff that you hold on your back. I
Oh,
picked up some latent energies and I understood that it is damaged. And I
Yes.
think I understand, after looking up the item, what it is that you hold. I was curious in its origin. So I did my own
Please, go on.
research. I'm waiting for my thing to load up so I can open the PDF. Give me a second. Hold on. My mind is buffering.
This entire conversation is
Yeah, it's in head.
In her
Navarro's
head.
head.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
we're
Navarro's
walking.
definitely silent.
So there is
Yeah.
like a Paul's
Yeah,
hand
just
waves
little-
in front of your face. It's like, okay.
Right.
Oh, sorry, I am just conversing with Arcair. Sorry, Arcair, just
Ah.
1 second.
Okay.
Sorry,
It-
you glazed over. Okay,
Yeah.
you're doing your thing.
Oh,
Okay.
don't worry. When we get into Nivara, because I imagine we reach Nivara's room here, she'll be like, make yourself comfortable, I will be 2 seconds. And then we'll just
Cool.
move and sit behind her desk.
The staff that you're currently holding used to be belonging to an old acquaintance of mine that once lived on the archipelago. A very long time ago, in fact. It is known as a staff of elemental mastery.
I'm intrigued.
It once held augments and gems at the end of the staff, where you will have noticed it's broken for all of the 4 major elements being earth, water, air, and wind.
Okay, so how do I fix it?
I believe that the weapon was self-repairing, so obviously whatever become of my friend previously, the person who defeated him must have broken the weapon and scattered the pieces, as it were. Unfortunately, I am not too knowledgeable of where the pieces may be, but I can't imagine them being outside of the archipelago. If you
Okay.
look for places of great power or where things are seemingly heavily enchanted and influenced by power, it is most likely one of these augments. And with the 4 pieces put together, I believe you will have a weapon that is far superior than what most would ever dream to own.
Like,
Like legendary.
okay. Yeah, Nivara doesn't have a desk, so she hasn't sat there. I imagine she's kind of sat on looking at the door, like really eerily in the middle of the room, and starts moving backwards and forwards. You say that it would have to be somewhere of immense power. So, for example, a whirlpool.
That is most certainly a possibility.
A volcano.
Likely.
Oh dear.
Is there any
A
been
massive
places
fucking
that
hole.
is there any places that you have been recently
Sorry.
that you have encountered unusual dealings with magical items or places of power?
Quite a few, really.
It is
we
possible that
found.
you might have maybe unknowingly encountered one of these pieces already.
Really?
Ben knows exactly
Oh,
what I'm getting at because it's what was there the entire time.
I don't actually. I'm just laughing because it's like we've had this. Like, it's classic. Had the item in the bag, and DM's like, "Come on."
It's almost like he ran away
Right.
from one of them.
Oh, Beyblade.
Yep.
Beyblade. Oh dear. Okay, that is
I'm
very
not even,
interesting.
I'm not even being the dick
Anthony.
either. That was always the plan.
No, we chose to run away from it.
Yeah, we can take care of it soon.
Mm.
That is what I think we all plan to do.
I must
Even though
go
Desire's
back
not
to it,
here and
yeah.
I spoke in character. But
I
yeah.
must leave now anyway. I'm going to
Understandable.
conduct my traversements of the plains and I'm going to begin my research and search.
If you have some spare energy, if you would reach out to us, I think Josiah would like to know if she's doing okay, or if you hear of her or find her.
When I have something that is worth informing of you, I will do so.
Excellent. Hopefully, I'm sure we will become great friends after this. Or
Well, you're certainly
okay.
one of the more interesting people that I've met in my centuries.
Do you know what I am? Or who I am? This is in my head. I will specify this is in my fucking head.
Yeah.
To Matt.
Mm-hmm.
As I said, you're Rather interesting. And the connection will cut.
Sorry, Paula. Like I say, I was conversing with
Yeah,
Akaye.
Love you, bye, bye,
Oh.
bye. Anyway.
yeah. Paula's sat there, just kind of reading through her spellbook.
No, you
So-
hang up.
I mean, he put the
God.
phone down on her. I mean, to be fair, that was perfect timing as well, Danny, and very coolly done. Like, so, yes, we were just discussing Loxana. You know, is it Loxana?
Yeah.
Josiah's friend. You know about
yeah.
her, right? You remember her? The one who's
yes.
trapped.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes. Good.
The warlock.
What?
Was she not a warlock? She had a patron.
Yeah, that's correct.
Oh, yes. She's the one who trapped herself in the hells
Yeah.
through continuing to stay there too long. Like, it's plain R101. If you stay, there's always. If you go into one of the planes, there is usually a positive or adverse effect. If you're in a positive place, there is a positive. People can be idiots sometimes, Paula. You understand this, no?
yeah.
Yes. Oh, also,
She got a bit
I've already
greedy,
put-
maybe. Was
Yeah.
she after a bit more power than she could handle?
I
don't
think
know.
it is more the opposite. How do I explain?
I don't know.
I
Patrons.
No, I'm better with books. And a lot of wizards are power hungry as well. Quite a lot of them want to go further. I believe that she was trying to find a way to, how you say, gain more information.
Information can be power.
Exactly. So that is why we are here. So, we are nearly ready for you to be able to complete your study of silvery barbs. Are you ready? You
Yep.
feel very comfortable?
Yes.
Now, child, open your book to chapter 2, line 3.
Oh, quickly as well, I am very sorry, I might have let something slip to Josiah. So, you can see this line here.
I noticed.
You noticed?
We spoke. You're a bitch.
All good?
But I forgive you.
Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't really regretting doing it, but thank you.
Yeah.
Look, I get the feeling that you and him are very... How old are you, Paula, if you do not mind me asking?
Quick math. 28.
Really? Interesting.
Okay.
I think you just might have needed a kick up the backside, or he needed a kick up the backside to actually get over it and get on with it, you know? If you're just trying to do it to... Yes, a little bit. Or get on it, if you get my drift. But
Oh, I got
at
on
the
it.
same time... Cool. So,
What can I just say? I always like Rose will commit to a bit, then regret it, and that's why I always really fight for.
Yeah, because she'll just go, like, she'll cast a rail out and panic because she's cast it too far and then try and retract.
yeah.
Too much, too
oh,
much.
dear. So, is it serious between the two of you? Do I need to ask?
No. Well, nah, I doubt it.
Do you wish it was?
Yeah, we'll see.
Cool.
It's a
You
good
go
man.
with the flow.
Continuing your
I don't know. But yeah, continue on, Danny.
continuing your studies, your discussions, and your travels. Unless there is anything else anyone would like to do, please do speak now. Forever hold your tits.
I don't know the rules on copying spells, but and learning spells. Are we able to do that now? We've got the
As a wizard,
magic
you
paper and ink.
can. As a wizard, yeah, you.
Yeah. So
Rose
can
as
will
long as
quickly
you
explain
spend
it.
time. Yeah, sorry. As long as you spend the time. So for each level of the spell, you have to spend 2 hours and spend 50 gold. It's a level 1 spell, so it's 2 hours and 50 gold.
Am I able to learn silvery barbs then?
Yeah, it adds
Yes.
to your repertoire, and then obviously, on a next long rest, you can make an active spell.
Prepare.
I can prep it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rose, are we doing that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
if you want me to.
So out of the 400 in gold and ink, paper and ink that she bought, she's giving you 50 of it to do this.
Yeah, I also took 150 for myself. Just saying. Meh.
But you've still got some left over, so that's fine.
Oh yeah, plenty.
Don't know if I've got silvery barbs on my D&D Beyond, but I can just note it and...
You can find
If
it.
you need me to, I can press cast so you can see it or send
Cool.
it.
Yeah, okay.
Silvery Bob's, I think's in.
What book's it from, yeah?
No,
I won't have it.
It's Strixhaven, I think. It's like one of the newer spells.
Right.
But it is one of the better spells, in my opinion. I know it's broken, okay, we know. Whilst we continue our travels, I do have some more sending to do, Danny, if that's very okay. If unless anybody else wants to jump in, I will just give my sendings.
Please
We've
do
got a
so
few days.
now, otherwise hold your peace.
Cool. I will first of all check in with the cleric, Father Donahue, and just see if he has sent a message to Charlotte. Like, don't say that we were involved, kind of deal.
He will respond with that he was able to send a message to, like, who he believes to be the Charlotte you speak of.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a very positive reply, and he's organising a means of bringing her to Lone Spire.
Okay. I will then check in with Vith, and I will ask him if there has been any movement or if he's noticing ships coming and going, but not to Ulster's Den, but like going further afield and look like they're going elsewhere and just see what's going on.
Well, he'll basically explain that he's managed to set himself up nice, and he's got friendly with Stella in the tavern.
Mm-hmm.
And
we told it him too, didn't we?
You did, yeah, because she was you explained that she was a person that would be ideal to get to know because she seems to be popular in the town.
And friendly.
And known.
Yeah.
Currently, it looks like there's a ship docked in the cove where Jacob is, and they've been making regular trips into town to purchase munitions. There's no sighting of a second ship, just the one.
Okay. I will feed this back to Josiah during the days of travel. I'll also, like I say, regularly check in with the cleric and just see what's going on. Does that make sense? So I want to be like, make sure that you're not going to pick them up and take them there and then go away. Like, wait for us to get there. Like, let him in on a bit more, if that makes sense. I don't want for him to literally pick her up.
You're about 2 days away.
Yeah.
And Donahue would explain that they're probably about 3-4 days away.
I will mention this to Josiah.
So, assuming everything goes as well, you've got about a day to 2 days preparation.
To set up. Cool.
I was just thinking, Ivara. How isn't the father going to be a little bit narky with us if we've like requested like next of kin and then we kill next of kin in front of him?
He's been watching Thalion do what he's been doing for decades.
Yeah, but Thalion did the woo, like, and he waves like his hands over his head, like shit to his head.
Not
like...
to him. Father Donahue. Yes, he might have been. It seemed. Do you know how these kind of woo, and she'll do like the weird, not as a little bit more dignified, and she just kind of moves her hand out. You know, those spells don't really work very well on powerful people who cast the spells that Father Donahue was casting. Like, so high priests and priestesses seem to be able to withstand things, from what I remember. And that is a very good point, though. We probably should have thought about the fact of we might be mind controlled at some point.
We might be, or he might be.
No, we might be. If we're going to face Charlotte Hinge and Prescott, they are able to mind control. I think it is something to do with signing the contract, if I'm quite honest. But it might be something we should be aware of from Prescott, especially if he has developed warlock abilities.
Yeah. Well, we've got we're going to cast silence on him, aren't we?
That is completely dependent on Vlad, I guess. Also, I know we are travelling, but what is your plan for after all this has been wrapped up with Prescott?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I figured something would present itself. Knowing you, Nivara, if you want to pursue what you wanted to pursue and you've hinted at for a while now, I am more than happy to go that way.
Excellent. Perfect.
Excellent.
Let's kill some pirates.
Very
travel
well, and then we can
continues.
discuss your time shit after.
As travel continues and you guys obviously make closer direction towards Lone Spire, it is communicated throughout the times and the days that obviously nothing seems to have changed. As far as Donahue's away, he's not making like constant contact with Charlotte, but she's en route. And like I said, it was extremely positive that he's going to have her come and visit and, you know, pay respects, whatever may happen. But I'm going to move you guys to the map on Lone Spire.
So I assume we've rested so I can have
Yes,
silvery
of
barbs
course, of course.
ready. Cool. Yeah.
Welcome to Lone Spire.
What did you switch out then? The silvery barbs?
Featherfall.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Okay, cool.
Oh no.
Oh,
Why
no.
are we fighting on a ledge now?
No. Okay,
Guys
cool.
are sending
Never mind.
50 feet into the air randomly.
Yeah.
It seems
no,
the least useful.
Maybe not sleep. Why the fuck? Never mind.
Oh, no, I didn't have sleep.
do you?
Oh.
No,
okay.
sleep is in my book. It wasn't. It wasn't prepared.
Oh, okay, that's better. Yeah, because I was
Yeah.
thinking, why would you have sleep?
It's a spell I know, but it wasn't prepped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, why would you pick that as one of your wizard spells? Ah, no.
Because rogue. I go for sneaky distractions.
Okay.
Eventually, the Lone
Yes.
Spire, which is what the island is known for, will come into view on the island. And you will pull up at the dock where the ship that dropped you off here weeks and weeks ago did. Solitary.
Can we tell?
Go on.
So yeah, and I've verified the captain, and we'll just literally be like, we need to get off and get them to move it quick. Just saying.
Well, I think we've got a day, but I agree. So
No.
maybe, sorry.
So we might have a day or we might have 2 days, but don't forget that they might be able to send things at distances like I can. We just don't want it to be here for the next day or it'll look right like an ambush, right?
I agree. I'm just thinking if we spend an hour or two trying to find like a cove or somewhere where it could be safe. That's what I was thinking.
Oh no, just take it away.
All right.
Get it sailing in a different area. Get it moving towards the crescent.
Well, we got the cube, haven't we? That's right. Yeah.
the cube.
Okay.
We can just literally get there,
Cube.
get it away from us. So take it to the. Get them to go to Crescent.
Slants,
that place.
which is the island directly to the west of this one.
That's what I'm thinking. So it could be there, and we can teleport away. If you are comfortable with that, Captain.
No, that makes sense. I agree.
Obtain big ship to fuck
Oh.
over pirates, sends big ship away to fight pirates.
Yeah. Well, no, because we're going to use the big ship when we go after the big guy. This is a sneak thing to get.
Fair enough.
them
No, it's
sep-
fair.
It's a whole thing. Yeah. Also, the only person that was there is the.
Hello there,
I can't be
dusty
arsed.
travellers.
Oh, hello, Sparrow.
Hi, Sparrow. But eventually, as you moor up on the dock and use your anchor Hey!
Hey!
The sole old man is stood at the end of the dock in fine white robes and vestiges. You see his arms behind his back and weathered face and look as he is. He's getting on a bit anyway. Welcome, all of you, back to Lone Spire. I trust your journey was not too grave.
Was that a joke?
Oh.
Don't think so.
Oh.
Haha. Oh.
You bother.
I apologize for my use of words.
No, it's all right. And he sort of slaps him on the back. He's like, I was going to say it was funny, but what are you guys doing now?
Well, I have been tasked with remaining here to watch over the body of the Phelan to ensure that nobody attempts to resurrect him, as there are many spells that can. I am here. I have been tasked with this because I also failed in my task of keeping him alive.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
The point of his exile was to live his natural life in exile as both means of punishment and as means of blocking resurrection, as those that have died of life expectancy depletion cannot be brought back with most conventional means.
Yeah. Does it? Can I do an insight check?
Mm-hmm.
We didn't. Did we say we killed him? I can't remember. Is he looking at us like, I'm on here because of you guys, or?
No, he's just stating it.
Yeah, I figured.
He's not. He's not sounding accusatory. He's sounding a little pissy about it, but so would you if you were basically given a life sentence to watch over a dead guy. Especially a guy you never really liked in the first place, and you were given pretty much life duty to keep him alive, and now you've got to keep him dead. While he's being as stoic as he can, you can sense a slight bitterness about the whole situation.
Can't you, like, chop it up into little pieces and throw those pieces everywhere?
The problem is, even with a single piece, there are people of power that could bring him back instantaneously.
Yeah.
Even if the body was burnt, a small fleck of ash of the body would be enough. And those spells that do such things, as I explained, the main counter is if the person died because they were old. That defeats. If they die of other causes, then they can be brought back. He was intended to live his life on the island to prevent this. Basically a fancy way of explaining, because things like true resurrection and stuff, they don't work if you die.
If he was old and decrepit, then it
doesn't work. But any other means, it works. I believe the only other spell that bypasses that is reincarnation, which is a druidic spell. I believe that's the only one that bypasses the old age bullshit.
So he was a pain in the arse when he was alive, now he's a pain in the arse when he's dead.
At least he's quieter.
Hey.
At least we are able to look after the house in relative ease.
Well, when he says quieter, Josiah's going to tuck his necklace into his shirt.
First thing I thought as well, yeah. It's like, well, he hasn't got a tongue, has he?
And tucks the tongue into his shirt, like, subtly.
I trust that you wish to see your friend's resting place.
Yes.
And he will kind of give like a head signal to like follow me, and He's slow. He's like
Can I?
a human has speed 30. This boy's at speed 20 by now. Like he's that old.
Mhm.
And
Sorry,
you know, old people when they've got like a hunchback and like bending forward. He's kind of got that as well. Oh, go on, carry on.
Sorry to be. What's the word? Can we send the ship off first? Get what we need to before we go
I
and see him.
assumed that was already the
Yeah.
command was given as you got off the ship.
Also, before we do go, before the ship does go, I will see if he needs any rations or supplies, and offer to give him a little bit of ours. Not too much, but just enough to keep him going a little bit
Donahue.
longer. Yes.
No,
Is he still getting supply?
no, they are still sending supplies. We have some of the house staff. All of the guards were sent away given the fact that they were no longer needed. But there is a small amount of house staff to look after myself and the house. Not to mention I have an ability to conjure some supplies as needed.
Excellent.
Interesting.
Lead the way.
I appreciate your care.
It's no bother. I understand what it must be like for a cleric of your level to be trapped here.
Yes.
You do something wrong as well?
No, I did not, but I was unfortunately the only one that made themselves unknowingly at the time available.
It is just that this seems like a punishment for something.
It feels.
Why are you still in duty?
It certainly feels like it sometimes, but my duties have always been complex and not always enjoyable, but required.
If I may ask a question.
And I'm assuming this is walk and talk, but yeah, carry on.
Yeah.
Yes.
If I may ask a question. Why didn't the Burgundian government just ask for him to be resurrected to carry out his life sentence again?
Is something that I did bring as an option, but I also did explain about the vessel that was found as amongst a number of other issues during his living on this island, and the council decided that while bringing him back would suffice in the mission of his being here, the complications that were found while he was here were not worth dealing with.
It is easier to have him dead than bring him back.
Precisely.
Easier
Chicken to
for them,
feed.
not for you.
They found the vessel that we found the vessel that he was building to escape, and with what happened with you and others before, it was
It's easier for him to
yes,
be 6 feet under. Fair enough.
that
Agreed.
than risk other people's lives in the future. It's just we didn't wish to make the decision to execute him while he was alive, but with that action forced, we had the option to deal with things differently. Eventually, leading, like, you're not on the sands, but this is like you're on the dirt. It's away from the tower, but there is like a space that has been made. And you will see a small mound of fresh, like, dirt, like tilled dirt. It's not like fully grassed over. This is where your friend was left, and you'll notice that one of his sabers that Wade had is planted in the ground, and his hand crossbow is hanging from the hilt.
Longbow.
Was it a longbow? Sorry, I thought it was a
Yeah.
crossbow. The longbow is like kind of hanging from the hilt, although that is weathered considerably considering it's wood. This is where we put your friend. I was unsure where to put him precisely. fear of disrespect.
I think looking out on the oceans is about as makes sense.
His belongings that you left with me were buried with him, with the exception of, and he gestures to it's like a headstone that's made.
Mm.
Sparrow, this guy died. This character died like 2 chapters ago. Like they're coming back. It's circle back. Don't worry, Sparrow.
Ooh.
No, it's ooh.
Turning
not
back to
ooh.
look at the docks and everything with the dock, can I see maybe a good vantage point? Like, does there look anything that's slightly above ground that looks like part service that'll be kind of hideable?
Does
that make sense?
It's relatively sparse for dense vegetation. In and around the spire, they've done means of cutting back the trees and stuff because they wanted clear lines of sight of a good distance around the towers and stuff. But the beach where the dock was compared to where you are is downhill, so you do have a vantage point in that sense, as it's uphill, the spire is, compared to the docks and stuff where you would expect Charlotte ship to embark to.
Perfect. So yeah, I'm just looking for an area that looks big enough that I can put down something, because you can basically hide it and people can't enter into it unless I specify that they can.
Possible to take like an uphill vantage point with some okay vegetation. Like I said, they took a lot of the dense vegetation and trees away from the local area. You probably assume that was to keep lines of sight on Thalen.
So we want to be between the cemetery and the docks. Does that make sense? Somewhere along that route, but not on the main route. We want to be off it slightly, but
It's
enough
possible
that
to
we
do,
can block it. Cool. I'm just going to look for that vantage point.
While we're by the grave, I'll just kind of walk over to Josiah. A bit of an elbow, so friend's grave. You want to talk about him, or?
Donahue will give you guys some space and will say that there'll be some warm tea to drink in the tower when you are done. He will go and prepare it.
Give him a nod.
Thank you, Rose, for the sub. I appreciate it. Hell yeah.
No worries.
Yeah, Donahue will leave you guys to it and will walk off slowly towards the tower.
So, were you close? I know you were friends?
I don't know if we're friends or sort of worked together. He was, I guess, the captain, the leader, before I was the captain. I was sort of following him a bit. He was the one who found me on a beach. Was I half dead, or was I dead or half dead? One or the other.
Half dead, I believe.
No, it just
very injured.
Yeah, his eyes just like, yeah. He's just like, oh, I was dead, and then I wasn't dead, and he found me, and then I wasn't dead. So, yeah, and then we worked together for a bit, even though he was a bit uptight and like a sea sheriff. And then it turned out he was whipped by this bitch Charlotte Inge.
This is the lawman.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, have you heard of him?
You mentioned.
Oh yeah.
You mentioned a lawman.
Yeah. This is lawman.
Brave to come here, or stupid? Sorry. Looking at the grave, I actually apologise to the grave out of some form.
Oh, like to the He's like, yeah. I think he was. He was a bit like the cleric over there. Like he got fucked over and got sent here. So. And then he died. We tried to bring him back, and he refused. So I'm a bit annoyed at him.
Huh. He gets to rest now, I guess.
Oh, the ship's called the Wade's Rest?
I guess he does. I just think, I don't know. It's just one of those things. I felt like he could have come back. He could have had a better life, and he chose to finish his journey there, which, you know, is what it is.
Fair enough.
And now I'm the captain.
You're doing a good job. For now.
Thank you. I think my hat's big enough.
I don't know, it needs more feathers, maybe.
I was thinking of getting some gold stitching eventually.
No, it's a bit tacky.
I just watched it does his expression on like.
I've not got stream open.
I was going back onto stream tab just to see.
We're getting side-eyed.
Yeah. I went back onto Danny Cam just to see.
Moving on. Made to black.
What? Wait, what? Not on the beach.
No.
On
Not
his
on the grave, no.
On his grave, really?
We're looking feet away.
It is a move on, not a.
This is breaking some laws I didn't expect we would break this session.
I mean, that's some kind of therapy, I guess. I don't know.
You're doing a Mary Shelley there.
Wow. Liam with a fucking literary reference.
But eventually you will all go to the tower. Join Donahue, where in the waiting room where you once spoke with Thalen before, you see Donahue sat in front of a fire with a table in front of him, and a pot, like a tea kettle pot, filled with water, and drinks will be dispensed.
I'll say to Donahue, are you wanting for anything here?
Well, when you explained that Charlotte was the next of kin for your friend, I'm hoping that it will be good for her to visit the grave and have means of saying final farewells and service, because isn't this what the intention was?
Yes, she gets to say goodbye. At least before.
Bless you.
What do you mean? What do you mean before?
I am afraid that I have not been 100% honest with you, Father Donahue. We plan to draw Charlotte out. She has caused much suffering.
She is a criminal.
Mm-hmm. We are using this as a way to get her.
Takes a sip of his tea and kind of just takes a moment listening to what you've just said.
We will allow her to say goodbye, though, before taking care.
We will.
Yes. I'm hoping that we can catch her on her way back to the ship. Just saying. It was the whole idea. Never mind.
Huh?
Right, I might be going soft here. I wish you just
You're
fuck
going
off.
soft?
I wish you would just fuck off. Like
Who?
Charlotte. Like, if she just pissed off, went somewhere else in far and arse end of the world,
After what
that's
she
fine.
did to you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, have you suddenly gone weak?
Oh no, I'll kill her if I need to. I'm just saying what I hope.
You need to kill her.
Okay.
Wow.
Fucking hell.
I'm
She ran pretty quickly.
not. No, I wasn't.
Just need.
I will kill her. I'm not because I need to kill her because she's a vindictive bitch and she will kill us. All I was saying was, I wish she would instead just fuck off. Like that's all I'm saying. Like
People
I wish
like
I
her
didn't have to
don't
kill
just... They
We
don't
had a
just
wish
fuck
already.
off.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know exactly.
I can
That's
tell-
why I feel safe saying, but because we're luring. This feels like something someone that, like, I don't know, like she would do, lure us to the grave of someone we cared about and then kill us there. Like,
If we don't do it, she will do it to us.
no,
I'm sorry.
I'm
Are
saying
you?
that. I am just.
Are you
just
trying
wish
to
it
say
wasn't
that
us.
we are? What?
I just wish it wasn't this. I just wish she didn't. I'm here for Jacob, but she's here. She's started all this, and we have to finish it. I agree. I'm just wished it wasn't the case. I wish she would just fuck off. That's all I'm saying. I'm trying to communicate my emotions.
Oh my word. Okay. I'm going to talk very honestly right now. But all this pleasantries saying that you wish that she would just leave, I understand, and that is because you have not had to deal for very long with people like them. I know you've had to deal with pirates, but not people who are willing to put people into servitude beyond their knowledge and their will. Kill people. You know that they conducted a ritual for other people.
I'm going to. I'm not saying I'm not going to.
But you need to want it, Josiah. I know you say that.
Why are you bringing this up now? We've travelled all this way, and
it's the night before we're going to do it. I've had a drink. It seems like the perfect time to just say I wish it wasn't the case.
Do you need a hard slap to knock your head back into gear?
No, I'm going to fucking do it. I don't understand. Like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to kill her. I'm just not going to enjoy it.
okay.
I mean, she is a bitch and she would enjoy killing me. I'm not going to enjoy killing her. Like, that's what I'm saying.
You don't have to enjoy it, but you need to do it.
Yeah,
you need to
I will
want
do
it.
I know I need to do
You
it.
sure?
Yes. She need to kill Vlad. She's getting.
She killed you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I blame Jacob more for that, to be honest. But I will kill her.
I blame him less.
The man I know
Depends
for
on who
15
gave-
years betraying me. The woman I know for a couple months betraying me.
Was it orders?
It was emotion.
I think I don't know.
I
don't
think we're running around in circles now, but Father Donahue, we're going to kill them tomorrow when they arrive, just for you.
Yes.
They probably know. Yes.
It is good that the honesty at least come out eventually.
Well, you'd have found out eventually.
Oh, yeah.
But there is a difference between
It's not going to be subtle.
there is a difference between finding out and being told.
Being warned.
Yes.
I believe-
Apologies.
I believe that once this is done, it would be best if you never returned here.
Understood.
I believe
mean-
what you're doing is gravely imbalanced in what the world should be, but I am in no fit state to stop.
You also
What do you
not
mean?
squeaky clean yourself, Father.
I am aware,
We understand.
but not being pure is what gives me the ability to see what is right and what is wrong. Only those that have done wrong can see what is truly wrong in this world.
Okay.
And again, don't agree with it, but I don't have the means to stop you.
Okay. I appreciate your advice on what is right and wrong, Father. And I'm offering this as a kindness, and I assume we will not return again. I'm going to go set up. Thank you for your time.
It's herbal
And she'll
tree
literally
sparrow.
just get up.
He's grown the herbs himself.
I
Zarbar's
will
gonna-
ask him, do you have somewhere safe, out of the way? We don't know what she can do if she's got big boomy spells.
We're going to be away from the tower.
We are, okay.
But
But you
Zarbar
might-
is going to go and set up. I'm going to start casting the ritual in that little space I spotted, Danny.
Yeah, this is Tiny Hut,
Evening.
right?
Yes, I'm casting Tiny Hut. I'll cast it.
And
Yep.
so yeah, you'll be able to go out find the place in which you wish to lay ambush and
That's really
start
cool.
ritually casting.
take me a little
Tiny Hut.
bit.
Yeah.
Yes. Take me like 20
Time-
something minutes.
Does pass as these preparations and the tiny hut does eventually. And I imagine you colour match it to the surroundings to blend it in as best as possible.
Yeah, I believe I can make it appear however I like.
You can, yes.
So spells and other magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it. The atmosphere inside the space is comfortable and dry, regardless of weather. And I can, it is opaque or of any color you choose, but it is transparent from the inside, so we can see out, but they can't see in.
Yep.
And I'm trying to get it as,
Polar was watching you do the spell and just give you look at you doing sneaky magic.
sneaky magic.
Hiding. This is more of a my spell than your spell. But
Oh, Paula.
well, I'm just saying, you know.
Do you think I'm not sneaky? Is that what you were saying?
I was, but now. Are you sneaky?
A little.
Why you sneak?
I do work. I think I have told you all. I work for a facility called the Museum that works on time magic. I am a agent. I am well versed in being sneaky.
Are you a spy as well? Agent
on your
doesn't
version of a
necessarily
spy.
mean. Well, undercover hiding. Agent doesn't necessarily mean sneaky. It just means it could be a walk up and kick a door down.
Okay.
You're under arrest.
What do you mean? Am I under arrest?
No, that's an agent could be a kick the door down and shout you under arrest.
Sorry. Just let me check something. Are you with the law? Do I need to be worried right now?
Are you a cop?
Yeah.
I'm a
Are you-
thief. I'm a pirate. I'm a spy. Do you really think I'm on the side of the law? I mean,
Okay.
technically there is no law in the archipelago.
There has been attempts over many years to install such.
It's a.
Then they
yes.
die.
Just
Yeah.
like
It's-
Wade.
Yeah. Do you know, I found it funny once I told Wade that I had committed a crime. I might have committed a couple of crimes, but I think our distinction between a spy is very different. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Time
Okay.
will start passing as you guys are making preparations. You found a decent ambush point to get Charlotte when she leaves the grave. As the day becomes night, you will all get one final rest before the day is upon you. And the morning will eventually come. I imagine people set up watches throughout the night, just in case, although the dome does protect you from external forces.
Yeah.
I am going to also. I will check in with everybody and go. Do I need to switch, Kavain into a octopus? I don't know what benefit it would really be at this point because we have this as a viewpoint.
And if we're getting her on land, him being an octopus isn't going to be useful.
Exactly.
Is it?
I could turn him into a bird and get him to watch and fly
Skies.
around.
Bird's eye view is good.
Cool. I'm going to cast Find Familiar, Danny, and switch Kavain. It'll take me an hour, but we're in here. Might as well. I've got 4. I only need 4 hours sleep. I've got plenty of time. I will change him and spend some of the stuff that we got. So Kavan becomes. I think I'm going to turn him into a raven.
Okay.
Classic.
Yeah.
Call, motherfuckers. The morning comes, the familiar is set, and you all wait, looking for the ship to appear on the horizon, which at precisely, because of keen.
I will also make sure that when we're about to drop the
Recast it.
dome,
Yeah.
that I start recasting
I assumed
immediately.
as much.
Yeah.
At
Thank you.
precisely 11:53 a.m.
Thank you.
and 24 seconds.
Yep.
You see a ship on the horizon heading in the direction of Lone Spire. Heading from the south, currently here, and then heading north and then eventually northwest. You will see a ship closing in on the island. Hours away. I would imagine whoever spots it first will give fair warning to the rest of the troop. You will see a two-mast ship. Was someone going to speak then? Sorry.
I'll just say that when it does get within like a few 100 feet, I am going to send out Cavane to do like a swoop by and just try and see if I can see Charlotte Hinge on deck. Do you know what I mean? When it gets closer to us.
Make
Just want to make sure it's her.
with the Raven.
Oh yeah, fucking Raven now. I forgot about that. I should have turned him into an eagle.
We did long rest, did we? Because I just
Yes.
decided
Yeah.
to okay, I've swapped a
If
spell out.
anybody wants last-minute changing of spells and various things that change on a long rest, you have. Now is your final
yeah.
chance.
Thank you, because that's going to be a lot better than what I did have.
Also, did I hear Adam arrive? Adam, you
He
had a
arrived a
healing
while
potion.
ago, yeah.
Yeah, I've been in a while.
Cool,
That
you got a
is
healing
there, I guess.
potion. Yeah.
Thank you.
I was just going to say, because I think it's going to be one of those text chats that'll be sorted in 10 seconds. I'll just say that all I meant is Josiah's got strong opinions about Naivara's sneakiness, and obviously with Paulo asking those questions, she hasn't spoken to Josiah about his opinions. That's all I'll say. But
Cool.
when you miss the subcontext of a message,
Basically, Naivara's like an onion. She's got layers, and Josiah wants to
Yeah.
poke at those layers.
Oh, I thought it was a naked thing.
So do I.
It was a whole
No.
like, hidden list.
no, I could just see it was going to be like 20 messages and it was going to be solved in a
Oh, okay, cool. Got it.
yeah. There we go.
We'll talk about it after stream.
Mhm.
You know.
Raven
Sorry.
perception check.
Street. Sorry. Oh yes, I got completely distracted, and I'm very sorry. Perception is +3. I don't get advantage. 17.
You can see about a dozen people on board the vessel. One currently stood at the front of the ship, just over the prow, looking dead ahead. You can see a woman with flaming red hair.
She slaps Josiah like, oh, he's not here at the moment, but can you just imagine she hits him on the arm?
Josiah is here.
Like,
Yeah.
no.
It's Paula that isn't.
Oh, sorry, it's Matt. Oh, I get them mixed up. Yeah, she'll kind of slap him on the arm, and she can't hear him, but she will say, I see her.
Great. And he'll get his rapier out and just sort of examine it.
You will eventually see them moor the ship up, and you'll see Donahue speaking with them on the dock. You'll see about 7 people get out with her, and they stand behind like a couple feet, and eventually will begin to go in the direction of the grave.
Josiah will whisper to everyone, and his demeanor's changed, and he suddenly has this hardness behind his eyes, and he just says, if any of them draw weapons, or apart from the priest, kill them.
I'm guessing we wait until they're past and then get ready to jump
And then
out.
Yeah, they go past
They
and
come back.
disappear over the ledge,
Yeah.
and obviously time out of sight. You just continue to wait.
Waiting for them to come back.
About half hour goes by.
I'm keeping the bird near the boat. Does that make sense? And it has to inform me if it spots it leaving or then returning back. Like if Father Johnny Hughes betrayed us, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
30 minutes go by, and then can all of you make perception checks?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously,
Aye, aye.
Naivara, you're looking through the burb, so technically not you.
Well, no, it doesn't matter much. It's just a -1. But I mean, I'm not looking through the bird. I've got the bird near the boat.
Okay.
I'm keeping an eye out. The bird's going to tell me if it
Okay,
spots
well,
anything.
you can roll
Does that
then.
make sense? Okay. I don't mind either way, to be honest. Oh, 23. Nice one, Vlad.
Vlad and
25.
Naivara, you two will eventually see a couple of guards, and then Charlotte, and then the rest of the guards come over the hill and start heading back towards the ship. You do not see Donahue.
What's the status? Are they looking casual, relaxed?
Is there any blood on them?
Perception checks for those doing those types of things.
Would that not count as part of the...
There was more
never mind.
waiting and watching for them to crest the hill.
I'm just seeing, like, do they look like combat ready, or do they look...
15.
The guards that are there don't look, and Charlotte don't look like they have any blood on them. They don't look like they've just been in any combat of any sorts. The guards are obviously perceptive and look observant. Charlotte is looking slightly like, 1,000-yard starey.
Yeah.
But the
She's
guards,
hurting.
the guards are obviously perceptive as they should be for bodyguards, sort of thing.
I'm guessing we count down until they're getting close and we're going to jump out.
Yeah, they're probably
that
going to
was the
pass
plan.
within about 30 feet of you. I didn't have a map of the hillside here prepared, so obviously it is going to be a sketch job.
Alright, that's fine.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's fine.
fair.
Yeah, no issue.
Just let
I
me...
mean, to be fair, we didn't know where we were going to fight them either.
No.
Well, I expected
Yeah.
a ship combat, you see, so I kind of... I planned for that, but it's fine.
Sorry.
You will be.
I should learn more from Naivara and not be sorry about anything and just get through life like none of it. She really doesn't. Just forewarning, as soon as I leave this, it is going to drop. So, I didn't know. Yeah.
Right, obviously, if you want to put yourselves on here, I'm just going to quickly draw a really shitty path that they're following.
Yeah. Cool. Also, I did load up Danny as well. The new art for Naivara as her token and everything.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Yeah. Oh, I'm on top of Josiah. Bear with me. There we go.
Hands
You
off,
might
bitch,
need to be
it's
a bit
mine.
high.
Green grass.
Oh, what the hell?
There's your grass.
These humans. These humans.
Just
Oh,
let
you're
me
half elf.
reorientate the guys a little bit.
Polly, you might need to be in a further 5 feet. It's not that big. Remember, it's like 10 feet
That
by
is
10
how
feet.
they're
It's
traveling.
Yeah, I
It
just
gets
I
funny, yeah.
plonked it just randomly. Yeah.
cool.
With that, maybe a fog environment to help the ambience, maybe. Oh.
Oh, some weird sound there, Danny.
Don't worry about it, love. Don't worry about it.
Can you just... Whoever's under your desk, tell them to take a break for 5 while she set up, yeah?
Oh, Ben! Do you need to get some fresh air? Coffee?
Just a sarcastic bastard, you should know.
Oh dear.
Look, I paid for a good job. I'm getting a good job.
Oh, God.
Can we play D&D, please?
We are.
This is
Pineapple.
D&D!
Pineapple.
No, no.
Just see Sparrow. Hee hee, lol. In the chat, sorry.
Hee hee.
Lol.
Hee hee.
Well, you know how horny the Baldur's Gate 3 game is. Like, we are playing D&D. This is
Yeah, and this
not
is the
experience.
horniest group like that I currently play in.
No.
Like, just saying. Terrible.
So, obviously, you guys are all positioned in the dome here. At what point are you waiting until Charlotte's like level with you guys?
Like here, I think. I think we go now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Open up the turn, or just allow me to clear
Right.
it first before you start rolling.
Oh, yeah.
Do we get any form of surprise?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So there's jumping out.
Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
so, yeah.
Do you want us to be in initiative so that then you can go through the
because then
initiative
you can go
order? 'Cause I
initiative
don't
order
have
for the surprise round.
them. Honestly, I think when I start being a DM again, I am definitely going to use initiative for surprise rounds because otherwise it gets
Yeah.
so complicated.
Well, I think technically it's a surprise condition, so you do still do initiative. I think how it says in 5e is you still do initiative, but they're just surprised, so they miss a turn is additional.
Wow.
I could be
So
wrong.
same thing, just worded differently.
No?
It's a bit weird though because you can have a surprise round or a surprise action or a surprise attack. And most ones don't differentiate between them.
Yeah. I think it's just how you do it as a DM, like.
Okay,
Here we go.
has everybody rolled initiative? Because then obviously I'll start rolling for the bad boys.
Bad boys.
Very bad boys.
What you gonna do?
What you gonna do? What you gonna do
when you
they come
need a
for you?
poo? Give me un momento, because I just got to get to the right pages for the various things. So, Charlotte's initiative is that, which comes out at just a 12. And then
Oh no.
the guards are on this page. And there are 7 of them, so I'm just going to roll 7 d20s real quick.
Oh, just do it all in one. Jeez, oh my word.
Now! I'll do those ones first. So, first guy got 24. Second guy got 10. Because I've already done them separately on the initiative track, you see.
Okay.
Second one got 22, got 24. Not bad, not bad. There's 3 more.
Perfect.
Righty ho. Top of the initiative order is Dax, because obviously these guys are surprised.
Oh yeah. Okay, 2 Aldridge Black Beans at Charlotte.
Okay. Roll hits.
You would have had to leave, by the way. You can't stay where you are. No magic exits. I would have specified that at some point.
Ah, okay.
When I watched,
do it
yeah, you
outside.
can't sit
Do you want
in.
to quickly put
No.
You have to get
sheet
outside.
down where it is?
Yeah. Sorry, I thought I should have specified. I'm very sorry.
Well, can you tell it when to drop? Should we just say it drops as soon
Yeah,
as
you
Yeah, I
can-
can get it.
Karen?
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
drop it, yeah. So it's
Yeah.
dropped.
Yeah, drop it then.
goes.
Yeah.
One of those hits.
Of course. 10 points of force damage.
The second the magical curtain drops and an eldritch blast is sent, like the guards and Charlotte are immediately taken like by surprise, obviously not expecting an ambush here, and the eldritch blast just hits her clean in the right shoulder and kind of stumbles her a few paces before she kind of like regains like senses for a moment as instincts kick in as she goes to grab her blades. Is that your turn done?
Yeah.
Josiah.
Rapier's drawn. Will move 30 feet to this one in front here.
Okay, you're attacking blank.
Yep. LeBlanc. Matt LeBlanc, and then I will put my Baleful interdict on him, otherwise known as the PP. So, and then that's my bonus action, and then I'll attack with my rapier twice. I think this is the first time at level 5, so it's just going to take me a second. There we go. 18?
18 just hits. Oh, no, sorry. On the swashbucklers, no, an 18. Yeah, hits.
Yeah, 13 damage.
Ooh, sheesh. Yeah.
He's still up.
Yeah, he's hurt, though.
Then PP goes off 2d6 necrotic damage as well. Another 9 necrotic on top.
Oh, he's not looking too good. He's not looking... He's very fucking hurt. Jesus
Second
Christ.
attack.
16 misses.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay. I was hoping to kill the first one badass and walk towards her, but beating the shit out of him will do. Go, yeah, me done.
Nivara, you're after Josiah.
Cool.
That's
Um,
all of it.
If I'm right in thinking,
Oh,
no, that's
no,
me.
that's
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
I thought I was right. You confused
are.
me, you shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's alright. I'm confused.
Yeah, you are confused.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to. I think if I go there, I can still get them. Yes. So I'm going to move 20 feet over to there, and then I'm going to shoot a lightning bolt in that nice little line there. So from me,
Ooh.
100 feet.
Yep, so it's going to get those 3 for sure. So we'll roll
Yes.
dex save for orange. 12.
Wait, I'm just going to cast it.
Dex save for green is a 14. And dex save for Charlotte. That's not the number. That's not what I meant to
Do you want 100? Jeez, why is it?
Oh my god.
My bad.
Well, I didn't do too
That's
well,
a
but
fail.
never mind.
Yeah.
So I believe 3 fails. If you
Yeah.
didn't bite at 15, take 20 points of lightning damage as a streak of just lightning just streaks
Spicy.
across the ground.
Do you get fireball yet?
Yes, but I didn't. I chose lightning bolt instead of fireball.
Okay. Okay.
And then I'm just going to wave at Charlotte and just step back 5 feet.
Bonjour.
Lad. As
Hello.
Josiah, as this Eldritch Blast charms in, this devastatingly necrotic strike on this guy, the front guard here, and this lightning bolt just streaks across this group. Vlad, what's next on your agenda, bud?
I'm going to go 5, 15, 20, 25 there, and I will Sacred Flame on the first one.
Orange?
Yeah,
22.
yeah, you're fine.
Okay, is that it?
Yeah, that's all I could do.
Ola.
I will cast Ice Knife on Charlotte.
Nice.
It hits. So the 8 piercing damage goes off on Charlotte, and then they've all got to make dex saves for the
Dex,
ice.
within 5 feet.
5 feet.
Yeah, so
two next
we'll
one.
go left to right. So
Pink and purple.
19. And I believe is it half damage on a save or is it no damage on a save?
Oh shit! I've just clicked off it.
No, I think.
I believe it's none.
Probably not. Yeah, nothing if they pass.
Okay. Charlotte succeeds, and yeah, they all succeed. So they all manage to dodge the cold damage, but obviously the knife hits Charlotte and kind of glances like off her cheek, but she's able to like kind of position and move herself out of the way that the knife goes past and explodes away from the 3 of them. As she kind of like holds her footing as best as she could.
Yeah, I will move over here. And what's the terrain like? If I bonus action hide.
It's uphill going towards the like higher is up on the map. So it is hilly.
Right, so nothing really to duck behind. Okay,
Not
so
terribly, no.
yeah, I do not hide.
Like I said, a lot of the greenery and the trees were cut away from around the spire on the island purposefully.
Okay.
What is going on?
Barnet, you are the last one to act, so we've got people drawing shit on the map.
I'm gonna go here.
Random circles.
I'm gonna go to here. Oh, woo, wee. I would like to rage, please.
Okay, I'll allow you.
Let's see what spices I'm gonna get this time. Ooh, I had a 3 before. I don't think I have. Now, where's my table gone?
What does a 3 mean?
I got on the table.
I thought you might have got that ready whilst you've been waiting, Liam.
Liam, prepare? What do you mean?
Yeah.
No! Oh, look at these.
I know
notes.
exactly what I'm about to do with my next turn.
Okay, well, use the rage. It's not under rage for some reason. There we go. Oh,
Awful.
an intangible spirit, which looks like a Slumful pixie. I'm going to choose the pixie. Appears within 5 feet of one creature of your choice. That's within 30 feet at you. And
You had a choice between
turn,
Flop and Pixie, and you chose Pixie.
Flumps blow up, mate.
Yeah.
Flop, they're just
as well.
adorable.
Well, they blow up as well. They're like AoE. They like.
Oh,
There's a
never
big
mind. Just let him do what he's doing.
Yeah,
Just let him do what he's doing.
Okay, at the end of your current turn, the spirit explodes. Each creature within 5 feet it must do with I can't speak now. Must do a dexterity saving throw, or take 1d6 4 damage until my force damage. Then until my rage ends, can use it again on a bonus action. So I'm gonna pop the spirit just right here for this turn.
Yep.
Because again I'm a rage and he'll get me back. I'm gonna attack this one first.
Okay.
Gonna attack normally. 20?
20 does indeed hit. Roll damage.
Yeah, I have that turned on. So I just need to press the button. 7 damage.
And this guy was incredibly wounded anyhow, and just with a lacerating just strike, you're able. The force of impact just knocks him clean off his feet, and he goes down. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the X's on him. Just
tripping and stuff.
Track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then a second bonk into this one here, please.
Yeah.
Bonking real good.
Another 20.
You hit.
Oh, 14
Oof.
this time.
Ow!
Nice.
I think he might be dead.
Yeah, he goes down as well.
Is he? Sweet.
I sort of put my
Yeah, he got hit by
Oh, the
the
lightning. Yeah.
lightning bolt.
Yeah.
Forgot about that one. Yeah.
Yeah, they have some
my
health,
turn's
but
out.
not tons.
My turn's over, so now Pixie explodes. So now she's another dexterity saving throw.
I was fucking laughing.
this always-
That's what kills her.
Dex by
No, it isn't.
purple.
But...
No, she's only taking 20.
11 by purple. 12 by Charlotte. And 14 by pink.
Okay, the first two definitely failed. It's not telling me. Where...
What's the
Okay, what's the-
Pixie's DC?
It
It'll
doesn't
say
give
on the
me.
thing.
Hold on.
It doesn't have a DC, it doesn't work.
Okay, so it's
Must have a
DC
DC.
plus. So it's 8 plus proficiency plus constitution. So 8 plus 5, 13. 18.
Oh,
Instead of all
fucking
failed.
hell.
Okay.
So it's a D6 force damage. You'll take 4 force damage.
Got it?
How is your... I don't think it's 18. I think it might be 16. Just saying.
It still failed.
Yeah. Because it's
Hold on,
8 plus your proficiency, which can only be a +3 currently. So that's
Oh,
11,
yeah,
not
sorry.
13. Yeah, you added
Otherwise
5
you-
twice. Yeah.
Initiative instead of proficiency. I thought a plus-
Cool.
Okay.
Maybe
so
just put your
yeah,
DC
16.
somewhere. Just
Yeah,
saying.
that would be
So we
good.
don't have that
Yeah.
again.
End of your turn,
where-
and that is the end of the surprise round as we start
Pops them up.
at the top.
Cool.
There's a war cry like pulls out, and you hear Green. Protect Charlotte. Let's get back to the ship. As it is his turn, as he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. And he's going to make 2 strikes. One with a dagger. No, one with a rapier, one with a dagger.
Yeah.
First attack is 16 to hit.
No.
That's with the rapier. And then the dagger. Natty 20, baby.
What, no.
Silvery barbs.
Fuck you.
Hey.
Fucked.
Fuck you, babies. 23.
I'm giving advantage.
Yeah.
Still, it's not a natural 20, but I give advantage back to Josiah.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
I'm just gonna put
And the
that in
dagger
there.
does 7 points of piercing damage as he kind of
Ooh.
slashes with the rapier and you kind of sidestep. And then he just does this raking shot across the gut and it rips your shirt and like you can feel the wetness underneath the shirt. And then he's gonna continue moving around and he's gonna like beckon like some of the guards to come and back him up. So he's gonna go use the last bit of his movement to go there behind you.
All right. Nice.
It's going to be Red's turn now. As he's going to go towards the field, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to there. And he's going to level his crossbow at Nivara. He's going to fire 2 shots. And before you ask, yes, he does have the relevant feat to do so. First shot,
Cool.
9. Second shot, 18.
Yeah, that hits. I realise I haven't got mage armor up. Whoops.
Ooh.
Yeah, you hit me.
Ooh.
Hits you
Yeah,
for
I forgot.
5 points of piercing damage.
Oh, okay, cool.
As just this one bolt just kind of sticks into your bicep.
She kind of looks at it and continues to watch Charlotte. She's not bothered. About
Orange.
This. Cool.
Is bread. Brown bread,
Yeah.
that is.
Well,
Dax.
Okay. So 5, 10. Am I close to? I'm going to turn to by Jacob.
Yay.
Josiah.
Desire.
I knew what he
Saying.
meant. I got used to what
Yeah.
he meant now.
I didn't
we got
even
him.
register. It's happened so many times. I
No,
didn't
I
even
know. I
notice.
didn't
Yeah.
say. I knew it meant me. I just went, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's why we got to kill Jacob. So there's just one J name.
Yeah.
They're just so close. It's really tough. I just called literally the entire car ride, I think, when we were coming back from the Scream event. I just kept on going, and so we have to kill Josiah. No, Jacob.
Wow, maybe you don't know.
I agree, though. We
Okay,
do
cool.
have to kill Josiah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you got
What are you doing
D8. I'm going to cast whole person on Charlotte.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Wisdom save, I believe.
Hey,
come on,
please.
come on, come on.
15 to be.
15.
Polly, you're too far away. You're too far away.
So she succeeds, meets beats.
Yeah. All I can do.
I don't have another one in me, and the other person who can do it is the other end of the battle map. Paula. Never mind, carry on. I don't think Matt's here at the moment, so I'm doing it for no effect.
Yeah.
Are
Cool.
you done, Adam?
Yeah.
Josiah.
Attack with advantage green, I guess.
Why?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Actually,
You get one attack. One attack
Yeah.
with advantage, the other one's normal.
Yeah, well, first I'll place another PP. I'll place it upon him.
You lay your PP on green.
Yeah.
There's been so much discussion about Josiah's PP today. Like, honestly.
Well, it's Baleful
Literally.
Interdict. Which I realise
More
there's
than
dict
usual.
in the name, so but Baleful Interdict is the actual ability, but yes.
Oh, it's got Dick in there, cool.
Yeah, I know. I realise afterwards is the irony of it. So attack with advantage.
Yeah,
on.
that hits.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, and then PP will go off 2d6. Necrotic, meh.
He-
Extra 7 damage.
He's fucked up. As
And
he's
then I'll-
going, as he turns around and he's like, Someone help now before we get and just falls.
Yeah, well, I guess it's sort of like a stab it into his stomach and it explodes with necrotic energy as like it just sort of
as you kind of
ribbons
just
up him.
watch the body age like weeks under the sun.
I'll pull my rapier out because I'm not quite done, and I'll be like, "Sorry, this isn't the way you expected, Charlotte, but this is the one you're getting." And I'll walk towards it, and I'll attack her on my second attack. No.
No, indeed. Done?
Yeah.
Nivara.
Cool. Right here, I am dropping Shatter. Boom. So that will get blue,
Four.
purple, Charlotte, and it doesn't get Desire as
On
well.
save,
So
isn't
if I
it?
drop it there. Yeah, I'm just going to pop it through for you. Bear with me. Oh! Oh! Oh my god! Oops!
Okay.
What?
Look, I rolled max!
Nice! Well done!
Use Max.
Right,
Thank you!
Blue.
JF. No.
Blue rolls a 15.
Meets.
Yep. Purple
So he takes half.
fails. Pink
Takes
passes.
24.
Charlotte fails.
Fails. Shit.
So blue
yeah, so
and
24.
pink pass, taking 12.
Get 12. And
Yeah.
Charlotte. So Novara's literally just slinging spells at this point, just going for the big AoE ones.
Yeah, I know, it's good.
And
Yeah.
then,
And will literally shout to Josiah. Go for her. That wasn't in her accent, sorry. You get my drift.
No, I would say kill Charlotte, yes.
Yes.
purple falls as well. Like the little bit of damage he took from the flump, and then that big shatter, like his armor like just disintegrates behind him, and like the shrapnel digs into his body from like the splint and the chain. The metal shards just bury him and just fucking crush him.
Yeah. And this entire time, her pocket watch is kind of hovering gently in front of her, almost like she's primed and ready, and time is ticking. And Charlotte's time is up. Boom.
Nice.
It's not my turn anymore. Flat.
Right, I am going forward. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to there. And I will cast the following.
Ooh, drum roll. We're all using our big stuff now. We're like coming in swinging.
Guardians.
Nice.
Ooh.
And I'm going to place them 15 feet.
Well, they're
so-
on.
No, round you.
They're on you.
On you.
Yeah, actually, if you read it, it says up to 15
You
feet.
can.
Yeah,
No.
from you.
South.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
So it radiates out
Yeah.
from you. So you're the target, and it
That's
radiates
it.
out, or you
Yeah.
can put it on something else.
Good couple
Yeah.
of them anyway.
It'll get
Yeah,
everyone but blue and red.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
Yeah.
the
But
main
if they
one is
come
Charlotte.
that way.
Yeah.
Pink
Yeah.
and Charlotte. Yeah.
Ooh, nice. Cool.
So, and this is continuous as well. So Charlotte's
Correct.
wisdom save.
It doesn't happen yet.
It-
It
it's
starts
on
on their
your turn.
turn.
Got it. So Pink's turn.
That'll be pink. Yeah.
Pink's wisdom save is an 8.
Failed.
So
So
that's
it's 3D,
yeah.
3d8 damage.
Are you doing
Oh,
radiant or
roll that.
necrotic?
It's radiant because
Okay.
mine are angelic ones.
Okay.
So let's roll that one.
Oh.
Nice. Oh, bye, pink.
Okay, now.
Yeah. No.
We are
as
annihilating them.
As Pink go, I did nerf these guys based off their original stat block. I wish I hadn't. But as Pink
I've
goes
taken
to act,
5 hit points.
as these go to act, like he kind of just gets burnt up by these like small like little sprites that are just like faults.
Them angels, mine are.
Okay, angels. These little angels that are floating around, just burning his flesh. Ola.
Yeah. Ice knife no longer an
Yeah,
option.
they're fighting on giant caterpillars, Sparrow. That's what it is, definitely.
Yeah, so I will summon the longbow and have a ping at Charlotte. 15.
15 misses.
Ah, bollocks!
Mhm.
I hate this fucking bow. I don't have anything else. Bonus action. Yeah, no, I'm done.
Charlotte's turn.
Radiant.
Yeah, buddy. Wisdom save. That's a 11.
Fails.
Nice. We're chipping away. Keep chipping away.
Yep.
Chip.
She kind of recoils, like slightly in place from like all the damage she's like taken from the different places from when these combats started. And like hearing the Saki one-liners coming from certain party members, you'll just hear this like slightly screamed rebuttal in a mix of temper and sadness and like instinctual. So first you kill my Wade, then you lure me here, and then you take him away from me so I don't even get to say goodbye. Not today. And like as she's screaming, like this venom like comes from her mouth, and you notice that like just slight black ichor spills from her mouth and eyes as she does this. As
Okay.
she's going to use her action to do Dreadful Aspect. She
Don't know this
exudes magical menace. Each enemy within 30 feet of Charlotte must succeed a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw, or become frightened for 1 minute.
Do we do that now?
Yes,
DC
it's instantly.
13.
It's everybody
No,
with power.
no,
Wisdom.
Yeah,
no.
Good
Bloody a
job
big
on
brave
possible
boy.
there.
Bloody's a brave boy.
I am.
Dax is a
Going
brave
back.
boy.
Yeah.
Because I see this happen, and I am going to use Chronal Shift to try it again for myself. I'm
Okay.
going to try and change time. Sorry. That slow's better.
So, Barnet and Josiah, for 1 minute, you are both considered frightened. You have disadvantage on attack rolls and skill checks while she's within line of sight, and you cannot willingly move towards her.
Here's a question, because
I'm
I
guessing
don't
you
play
can try and end
Barbarian.
it.
Barney's a Barbarian. Is he raging at the moment? Will that make a difference?
It depends
No.
on the class.
No,
No.
I don't think it's at the
it's
speed
a
yet.
level. It's a level thing.
Oh, right, okay.
Targets repeat the saving throw at the end of their turns.
Would that include
Okay.
even the ones who've passed?
No, the ones who failed,
No.
because
Ones
it's,
who failed,
it's
okay.
to end the effect.
Right,
As
okay.
you just see
Yeah.
from the corners of her eyes, just like these like lines of black, thick ichor tears, and just from the edges of the mouth as she's like almost spewing this
She needs a
putrid
mouthwash.
poison.
Agreed.
Then she is
She's used her action,
yeah
unless she's going to run away.
no. She's gonna draw out her weapon, which it just looks to be like a staff of some sort, and like with a twist, and like it like flourishes out. You can see this large glaive just appear in place as just like a retractable one that was currently stored at about 2 foot long, and it now flicks out to about 4.5, 5 foot long with a thick, heavy metal blade at the end. End of her turn. Blue. He's alive! Huzzah!
For how long?
Yeah.
Well, he's gonna see all the magic bullshit that's going on. He doesn't
Magic
want it
bullshit?
from the Spirit Guardians.
Oh.
He kind of doesn't want to get involved, but the problem is Charlotte's in the middle of it, so he's gonna have to go 5, 10, 15, 20, and he's gonna step in at that point, like 'cause he's like skated around it as much as he can, so he's then gonna have to make a wisdom save,
Correct.
which is a fail.
Yeah.
Oh, big damage. Nice.
He's just alive.
He's still good. He's still good.
He's okay. He's gonna hit you, Josiah. Okay.
All right.
He's gonna try. First attack is a 19 with the rapier.
Misses.
Second attack with the dagger is a miss. Then.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's okay. It's the end of his turn. Blank's fucked. Purple's fucked. On it.
Okay. So I can't move towards the right, but I can still.
You can't willingly move towards it, and any attacks and skill checks are at disadvantage.
Okay,
Whilst you're in vision of
Whilst you
her.
can, whilst you're in, vision.
Yeah. I was gonna pop my pixie friend here.
You can still do it.
Oh my god.
Well,
She dies by flump for Pixie.
Yeah.
Stupid.
so if I can just go. Badum. Badum. Badum.
I just imagine Barney just popping each
No, you
square.
can't go there.
You can't go there. You can go one back, but you can't go there
You're moving
because it's
towards her.
moving towards her. Because there, you're like.
On the cusp.
Where is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you were there, right? You went
Mhm.
15, 15, 15,
Mhm.
15, and then.
Yeah.
Oh, you might be alright there,
Yeah,
actually.
you would be.
It's just weird. I think it's because of the fact it's a
It's
square map.
squares.
The
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
is,
Yeah.
this is bordering on meta. I will warn you, Liam, this is bordering on
Okay.
meta.
I'll stay back there then.
Because you got to remember, you're scared of her, and yet you're carefully just
You,
like
like,
circling her
Do
to
the
get.
careful perimeter.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's bordering on meta, but I'll allow it this once.
I'll stay there.
Oh, it takes it. Oh.
Then I'll take 2 swings. So,
Disadvantage.
oh yeah, let's do it again then.
16 misses.
And then 10.
10 misses as well, unfortunately.
That's in my turn, so that then
You're too
Goes up over
cautious. Yeah, because you're being too cautious with your shots, unfortunately. And it's not helping. Charlotte passes.
oh okay, so takes no damage.
Because I'm going to say she rolled a 19 to base. End of your turn.
That's
Uh,
me done yet.
Green. Dead. Red.
Alive.
Oh, I didn't do my saving throw, did I?
Oh, yes. Repeat your wisdom save. DC 13. No!
0.
What?
How was that possible?
-2, that's why.
Oh,
Fuck me.
Oh, to be fair, in another game, I rolled 0s for intelligence checks all the time. You just kind of get used to it. Yeah, you got minus, buddy.
Oh,
See
dear.
Oh, dear.
the source of the spiritual guardians. Red is going to level his crossbow at Vlad and take 2 shots.
Yeah, go for it.
First shot is a 25.
Yeah, that hits.
Second shot is a 13.
That misses.
The one that hits is 11 points of damage. And can you make a Constitution saving throw?
Yeah, just took the 11 off.
Yeah.
Damage. And Constitution saving throw.
It passes, so this concentration is still maintained.
Yep, thank you.
He's also going to start moving this way. Charlotte, we must escape! Get to the ship and we'll warn the others! 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to there. Dax, it's your turn.
Go for him, Dax.
is your mine, is he?
I can't say that. That's Rose saying it.
Yeah.
So
Well,
you
you
moved
could-
away.
What you do?
I'm going to say, Dax, you heard the guy shout and he's running right by you.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
good.
just
Well,
back up slightly, and then to I'll just blast at him.
Okay.
Both of those hit.
Nice.
Nice. So 1 5 point, and the second being 4.
Okay. First hits is taken as you kind of just like shoot at him as he's running, as he's trying to reload his crossbow, and like a couple of grazing hits. They do good damage though.
And I'll spy Nirvana.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know who Nirvana is, but yeah, you can.
I think he's trying to say Nivara.
I
thought he
know.
said Nirvana.
Yeah, I did.
Isn't that a
I don't know who she is, but she smells like Teen Spirit.
Hey, inspiration point. That was,
I've
it
already
was a
got
good
one.
pun. It was a good pun. Josiah.
Yes, I am going to use my inspiration point to roll normal rapier attack. Well, actually, I'm going to use bonus action.
Okay.
Last one. PP on Charlotte, then I'll do one flat rapier and
Then one at disadvantage. Then one at disadvantage.
yeah, then one at disadvantage. I might place bardic inspiration on this as well. So just yes, no, I won't. No. So that's first one gone, thrown away. Second attack.
Well, hang on. Severity.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just a real fucking awful miss. You make like you're trying to be stoic and cool, but as you kind of step forwards to the slash, you just kind of like trip on a bit of gravel, and you really make yourself look like an ass.
Yeah. 20 and 21, so that definitely hits from the second attack.
Yep.
9 damage. PP goes off.
Yeah.
6 damage is on top.
Jesus Christ. Yep. She's starting to look injured.
Yeah,
Done it pretty injured.
that's me.
She only just bloodied.
Nivara?
Is she bloodied? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I think it's past that.
I think she's close.
I'm not going to confirm nor deny.
No,
You know,
fair.
you know, I like to be a bit more convoluted with HPs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, fuck it, let's do it. Cool. I'm going to move in, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, right up in her face. And then I'm going to reach out and try and shocking grasp her. Just try and...
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So roll to attack. I am going to add on my... Is it a D8 now? For Bardic
It is.
Inspiration?
Yeah.
Okay, come on, big money.
Oh,
17?
Misses.
No mind. Cool.
Just misses though.
Yeah, no worries. And then I'm gonna move that way just a little bit to try and no, I'm not. I'm gonna stay where I am actually, if that's okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna try and block a path out.
Vlad.
So obviously my aura's still going off. I'm going to take a swing
Go
with my
for it.
mates.
20 hits.
Yep. 3 points.
Oh, did Josiah roll his check to see if it breaks the frightened?
No, I
Oh,
didn't.
good point. Do that quickly.
What's that wisdom?
Wisdom save, yeah. 13 DC.
Nope.
Yep.
Chronal shift. Try again.
No, thank you.
Oh no!
No!
Oh no! He's still scared, boy.
What? It was double the last attempt.
Pink.
I thought you could do it. I was rooting for you.
Pink is officially in the stink. Polar.
Oh god.
Oh, Jesus. Bloody hell.
Is there a rule where you can deliberately shoot someone in the leg? Is that a thing, or is that
A cold shot.
Is that the
The
thing?
DC, the AC will be much higher, so Danny can set a higher
Yeah.
AC if you cold shot.
So if I shoot red in the okay, I'm going to try and shoot red in the leg, so he falls over.
Okay. Make an attack.
I'm using I draw my standard bow and take the shot. 21.
Misses. They normally have an AC of 17, as you guys have.
Yeah. But it's
I'm guessing you put a +5 on it.
Plus
for the
5,
cold
yeah.
shot.
Plus 5.
Yeah.
Same as 3/4 cover.
Mhm. Fair enough.
Because Because you're trying to aim for a very specific body, and he's in full fucking sprint anyway.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Charlotte. Yeah. It was bad enough that I couldn't get to say goodbye today. At least, whatever happens, I'll take it all out on you all. She's going to make first attack against Nivara. Great.
I mean, that's nearly as bad as her speech. Just saying. It was awful. Danny, I get it as you as DM. Like, I'm not dating that. I just mean I hate her.
I mean, that's fine. But you can
She's
do
the
it.
worst.
You can do as you please. But a 28.
Oh, that's bad. That's real bad.
Yeah, low as well. Like, as she makes a swing, like, I would say with the assistance of Vlad and Josiah a little less so because he's a bit sheepish at the minute. You're able to, like, kind of protect Nivara to a degree and stumble her a little bit. That she loses one of her 3 attacks because she has to recover her footing or fear falling prone. So it was either a case of she would go prone or lose one of her 3 attacks.
Yeah.
So she chose to lose. She's down to her last attack, which at the frustration she's going to go it again at Nivara. That is a 11 to hit.
Miss.
Why did you sound like a sheep?
Because I
don't know.
Guess, is your AC 12? Is that why you were?
No, it's 13. So close.
Okay. Wow, okay. It sounded like you were. It was a sound of like. Yeah.
She's also going to go 5 foot to there.
Reach up. Yeah, we attack.
Yeah,
En masse.
free attacker.
Go for all attacks.
I'm gonna use my staff, or do I need to use it? I don't know.
Can I use my bardic inspiration?
Yeah.
Is it a D6?
A D8.
I'm guessing I need to use my dagger
That
because I
will
said I
hit.
didn't have my staff out.
Yeah.
Cool. 24.
Josiah and Nivara hit. And yeah, Sparrow, that's a good thing. Yeah, you could. I'd allow that within reason. I would allow someone to use a bonus action, say, to like do a perception check or an insight check to look for injuries, maybe things like that.
5.
I think that's a good idea. Like maybe doing as a bonus action, you can inspect your enemy and try and gauge a bit more of a specific number rather than they're hurt, they're not hurt. Like I could give you like, oh, they've got like 40% of their HP left or something like that. I think it's a really neat idea because you're actually committing your character to assess and like learn. So she's gonna go 5 foot to there, and then it's 10 foot to there, sorry, because of the difficult terrain from Spirit Guardians, and then it's 20 foot, 30 foot. She's gonna use her bonus action to dash.
One thing, Danny.
What?
Did she do Spirit Guardians at the beginning of the turn?
No, she didn't.
No. Passed. So it's half damage, but it's still damage.
She's running.
Oh, let me roll like Spirit Guardian. That one.
So that's 7 points of damage.
So
Even on dashing, she's still on half speed. So it's not-
Yeah, so she's
so
Yeah,
it's
he's on
10.
that.
She can only
Yeah.
move another 2 squares. 20.
20, and then 25, 30.
Yeah.
Actually, 25, 30 too.
No, she can't go all the way there, Danny.
She can't,
She
you-
moved.
She's
she was
outside.
there.
She's outside of
No,
the
you
range.
still
No.
half movement while in it.
She's
So-
not.
Yeah,
in
so
no
she
more.
was-
She's outside it.
Danny. Yeah, but she was there. She
Rose,
moved
she
5
dashed.
and there.
Remember?
Yeah, but she should still be like 3 back. She can't get all the way around there. She
Right,
could
she
only
went
move 30
10
things.
foot, 20 foot,
Mm-hmm.
30. Oh my god, so it's 10, 20, 30. Dash. Then it's another 10. Then. So that's.
Oh, okay,
she
sorry.
actually can go further.
Yeah.
So she. Thank you. She now has 2 extra spaces of movement because you checked me.
Damn it.
We can get her anyway, don't worry. But it's more so sorry because I thought that
I
it
was
was
checking,
it
I
was
was
like
aware.
another 5 feet.
No, it's
It's
15
because
foot.
of the arrangement. Yeah.
But thank you, Rose. You gave her 10 extra feet.
No mind, I'm gonna kill her in a minute anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Blue, wisdom save. He's probably gonna have a bad day.
Mm-hmm.
He dead.
Oh well.
No, I mean, actually, it doesn't matter what you roll. He's got 1 HP.
Mm.
You know, soldier boy. I'm just gonna move him there because I can't get to the X. Yo. Good night, sweet prince. Bunny bitch.
Hmm.
We need to. Are you still scared, Liam?
He is,
yeah.
as well as
He
Josiah.
got 0. He can't move closer.
Yeah, I can't do anything then, so let's stop there.
Well, I have an idea on that.
Run down.
Okay, Liam. So do you want to roll
Hold
wisdom
on.
save?
Yeah.
Come on, roll big.
That's a success. You are no
Nice.
longer frightened. Red is gonna take 2 AM shots at Vlad. He's gonna use his bonus action to aim his first shot, so it has advantage.
Yeah, I can catch up.
So the first shot is a 21 to hit.
So look, my armor is 18, but I'm going to cast shield.
Okay, so that'll take you to AC 23.
There it is.
Second shot. No. And then he's just going to use his... Actually, he's going to kind of see Charlotte catch up. He's going to move to there and then to there and just be like, go, Charlotte. I'll hold them off as long as I can. Dax.
95. Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to move to there.
24. Still. Next turn
Should
again. Okay.
still be within range. And I'm going to cast at the whole person again.
Nice, come on.
Wait for
On
this
Charlotte,
down. On Charlotte, yes.
that is a 16.
Ugh.
Ugh. Oh no.
Every time, just scrapes it.
Is that you done?
Yeah.
Josiah.
Can't.
You feel
shoot.
your feet rooted to the floor and like kind of trembling
Yeah.
slightly. You see the the second person in the world that you wanted to kill most fleeing from you.
I'll draw my longbow and I'll fire 2 shots because
5, 10, 15, 20.
Deep breath, you draw the longbow, and you take your shots as best you can. Disadvantage.
yeah.
That is a miss. That is a miss, unfortunately. That is real unfortunate.
Mhm.
Is that you done?
Yeah.
Nivara.
Cool. I'm gonna move. Seeing that Josiah's not.
Oh, can I do
Yeah.
wisdom save?
Yes, yes, yes.
Rose would
Fine.
laugh anyway, but yeah, I know.
5, 10, 15, 20 lightning bolts across the 2 of them.
Nice.
I'm like,
Mm.
stay and fight.
Red first.
She shouts.
Passes. And Charlotte passes.
Mm.
They still
It's
take
okay.
off.
It's
They
still
still
does
take off.
damage. Yeah. Did they beat a 15 then? I assume.
Red got 18. Charlotte got 22.
It's fine. Oh, decent number though. Oh, it's stuck a bit. Come on. So they take 13. It's
Thir-
25, so
Red
half.
takes 13. Charlotte takes 12.
Okay. Yeah. Whichever one.
I
Doesn't
te-
bother me.
Boss fights and key like NPCs, I always tend to give the rounded down, whereas pretty much everything else gets rounded up. Just makes the fights a little interesting, I guess, but not too much.
Mate, if she's got 1
Yeah.
HP left, I'm going to be fuming.
Yeah.
No,
And can I do what Sparrow suggested and as a bonus
action, yeah.
action,
I will
have a
allow
look
I
and
will
see
allow
how dead
bonus
close
action,
death he
yeah.
is.
Obviously, the higher, the more detailed.
13.
As the arc of lightning just strikes through them, like the guy in red looks considerably injured and he looks last legs sort of thing. Scarlet looks pretty wounded. She looks still capable, but you can see there's like large amounts of blood like dripping down her hand, and like you can see portions of like where her shirt and like the leather like barding around the chest is like damaged and ripped and flayed in places and burned.
So
She
as it
doesn't
kind
look
of
good
like,
at all.
so as Novara's seeing this and she shouted, "Stay and fight," and she goes, "Oh, but it's just like you to run. That's why you left Wade, no? Pathetic." And she'll stand her ground, trying to bait her, basically.
Ooh.
Oh, basically calling her out for running out on Wade and saying she's doing the same again. I'm gonna be dead, but who gives a fuck?
I'm sorry, Danny, but I'm doing this.
All
Oh,
right.
yay!
Yeah, I mean,
Misstepped there.
Yeah,
Mm,
go do it, come
And,
on.
and I've got my
Get it.
X5 movement there.
nice.
That's an action. That's a bonus action in
Yeah.
that case. Then.
Yes.
mhm,
I'll then take a swing.
Nice.
And you're still
Very
Spirit
nice.
Guardian still flaring as well, so
Yeah.
yeah,
nice.
perfection.
Smart lad.
Don't apologise for a good move.
Oh, darn
No.
it! I just
Wow.
can't hit the shit.
Apologise
still
for a bad
amazing.
hit instead. Yeah.
Hey,
Everything
it's still
went
amazing
well.
what you've just done, even
Everything
though
went so
Other
well
hand.
up until the
Yeah.
critical juncture.
Yeah, no, but you know what? I've slowed you down a bit
It's still-
again.
It's still
Say-
difficult terrain for a bit. and-
Yes.
yeah, and
Yeah.
damage, so it's cool.
Polar.
Yes, well, he needs
Please
to
hit.
apologise because I now have to change my target. I will ice knife red at second level.
Ooh, spicy.
And that hits red, yeah.
Nice. And
And-
they both need to make a
No,
dex.
Matt. Red's dead, baby. Red's dead.
Alright, Charlotte needs to make the
Dex.
dex. Yeah, dex save.
For the 12.
15.
Yeah. Question is, did Red get
fails.
redemption?
Oh, 15. Oh,
Did red what?
Did Red get redemption?
Red Dead Redemption.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I was trying to make more of a Pulp Fiction joke with Zed's
Oh
dead.
yeah, I know that as well. Zed's dead,
But no,
yeah.
I like that. Red's dead, no redemption.
Redemption. Yeah.
and because
The
fuck
puns are
it,
alive with the sound of music. It's glorious.
I run over and I'm with Vlad. So,
Human wall! Human wall!
Nice.
yep, pretty much.
Bring on the
Yep.
wall.
End of your turn. Charlotte's turn. She's going to have to make a wisdom saving throw,
Hang on the wall.
which is a 13. What's your DC?
Fail. Fail.
Yay.
15.
We can smell the blood now. We're baying for it.
Hmm.
Oh, she's
Did I do
dying.
it?
She's dying again on last legs. I've had enough with you getting in my way.
I haven't.
She's gonna take a stab with the glaive at you, Vlad.
That's fine. Miss.
This lap for a second.
She's gonna swing again because she's just frustrated with you, like angrily so. 25 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Silvery barbs.
I was just about to selfie Bobs. Do you want me to do it or you do it?
You can do it this time. I'll keep one
Yeah.
in the chamber. Yeah.
Silvery Bobs.
Okay.
Okay.
17. No, 19 to hit. Sorry.
Ah, that still hits then.
Okay. It's gonna be.
You still get advantage for somebody. Don't forget to throw your advantage.
Vlad has an advantage.
Well, thank you.
You
Very
take
nice.
10 points of slashing damage, and then can I get a con save?
2 seconds. Let's do 10 points off. 10 and con save.
That's a pass.
Spirit
She's
Guardians
gonna
are
take
still
a
up.
third strike at you, and just like she's gonna spit,
Fucking hell, she
spit
doesn't
some,
like me.
spit some of the black ichor, like kind of at your feet. Just leave it alone.
Selune will protect.
You stole Wade from me. 17 to hit.
Miss.
She's just gonna try and leave then as best as she can then with fucking difficult terrain. 10.
Paula can
yeah,
go.
I
Oh,
can't
no,
do-
you used your reaction. You've used your
Yeah,
reaction.
so-
That's
Ah,
too
shit,
hard.
it's a reaction, yeah.
20.
Well, Vlad gets
I'll get mine.
advantage, doesn't he? As
Come
well?
on,
Yeah.
with advantage. Come on, Vlad. You can do this. You believe in you. Come on.
Roll one more. Oh.
Oh,
Ah,
30. Bonus action dash. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. As she starts to
It's
make
okay,
her
she's
way
not
back to
off.
the road and she's staggering away. As she's kind of using her glaive at this point as like as a prop to help like propel her forward.
come on, Barnet.
I'm just
Can
saying,
you get
it's
on it?
quite sad
Okay.
that we're going to hit her in the back. Like, this is weird. Like, she's
Bunny hop.
pathetic.
Barney's going
But,
to do his bonus
Yeah.
action, do his bunny hop to here.
Can you do that?
15.
Oh, no, you
It's a
saved.
Harangon ability.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
No, Joe's
Oh,
always
yeah,
the
yeah.
scared boy.
No fear. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Annoyingly,
Yeah,
it's always the
basically-
case.
So 15 foot get me to there.
Someone
like,
knock that
whee.
girl out. I don't think they're going to, Sparrow. I don't
Then,
think they're going
40
to.
to there. For my movement.
Easy 360 no scope. Fuck you.
And now I have my action to do my bonking.
Bonk.
Recklessly.
Oh, God.
To be
Well,
fair,
it's
she
more
likes a
flashing.
good bonking. We've got to say that at least. Like,
So I'm
Jesus
going
Christ.
reckless this time. I'm going all out.
Barnet,
I
Barnet,
just thought that.
Barnet, Barnet,
21.
Barnet.
Hits.
Come on.
I'm not raging, so ignore the 2 damage. It's only 9. Need to turn that off quickly.
Mhm.
Then second attack,
A hits.
23.
Come on, Barnet.
Another 9
Oh.
damage.
She's got to be close.
It's 20 damage so far.
As you bunny hop, like you kind of like you kind of
18.
regain. What?
It's 18 because the
Total.
2
Okay,
rage
got it,
doesn't
got
go
it, got
through.
it. You kind of, as you regain your senses and you realise that the influence of fear came from like whatever Charlotte did, kind of turns a bit of anger inside you, obviously, because wait, you wouldn't have. Yeah, I'm gonna say you weren't raging, but can you still reckless while not raging?
Oh, I think I.
I mean,
I think so.
I
They're
mean,
two
to be
different
fair,
things.
both of your attacks still hit anyway, because you rolled an
Yeah,
18
yeah.
and then the
Yeah.
23 was your first one, so it doesn't matter. But just check, just for
It
future.
doesn't say while raging.
Oh, okay, so cool.
It says when you make your first attack in your turn, you can decide to do it
I
recklessly.
thought you had to be raging, but like I said, it doesn't matter anyway. 18 was a AC.
More you know.
You dig your feet into the ground and kind of just like leap forward and then just start going into this stride with this great axe. As you just lift it up, and as she's kind of like using this glaive to push herself forward in a way, you just do this cleave just across her back and she just drops onto her face, like into the dirt, like from that attack. Unknowing at the time that she was already dead, you take this second strike and you just bury it like King Arthur stood in the Sown style, just bang straight into the middle of her back, and you just the weapon kind of lodges and sticks into like the tangled broken portions of ribs and spinal column as you then rip it out and you realize she's no longer moving.
I need a drink now. My character doesn't drink. I didn't need to drink. Oh,
You all
Can we-
take a moment. You realize that as she was fleeing, she is no longer trying to flee. What do you do?
Oh,
I'm going to walk over.
yeah,
I
I'll
think
walk
at the same
over.
time yeah.
Lit the body.
I was here first.
Oh, Vlad.
I want the
really?
head.
We're all together.
I
No,
want the
well,
head.
just
Oh,
wait
the
1
day
second.
together.
Just 1 second. Let's search her. Don't forget, we also have people on board the ship. We should probably prepare for them. Yeah, can I search her body, please?
You may.
To see what might be there.
What are you searching for? Just like anything of interest.
I am searching for any sorts of notes, anything worth money. Basically, I'm just going to keep searching her body until I get everything.
Okay.
That makes sense.
I'm going to make a detailed mental note of what she looks like.
15.
Okay.
Ooh.
I've been thinking of doing this as well, with the whole disguised self, right? That's what you're thinking.
The first thing that you obviously see, the armor is trashed. The armor is unsalvageable. And it obviously wasn't magical because of that case. You notice that the glaive is in impeccable condition considering the combat it just went through. So that is something of interest. You do find a pouch, which is filled with coin. You notice it, taking a quick count, which in actual fact I'm just going to give the exact money because, you know, it's just how it is.
Yeah.
You find 70 platinum pieces, 50 gold pieces, as well as 2 sapphires and an emerald.
50 gold, 70 platinum, and
2 sapphires, 1 emerald. About the size of, like, your thumb. Like, they're not terribly big, but obviously they can be used as currency, so they seem to be a purse, essentially. You also managed to loot a couple of pieces of jewelry, notably a ring and a necklace. They seem to be rather fanciful and interesting. The other...
do either of them... Sorry.
Go on.
Do they bear any markings like a date or like Wade's name in them or someone else's name in them? Is it like
no,
a gift
but they
of
look
love?
extremely interesting and impeccable condition is what I'm getting at.
Cool. Good to sell then.
The one other thing that
What was the
you
other
do
thing?
notice, because like the damage to her back and things from like the shatter and stuff, like basically she's got no back piece to a top and like large portions of like the trousers and things like this. You notice that there is a gold chain, like a thin, delicate, like jewelry gold chain that is wrapped around her waist, like a body chain sort of thing. And you notice that it is tied at the side, on the right side, and what's holding the knot together is a gold ring.
Cool.
Arcana.
It's not magical, but it looks to be similar to decoration of a wedding band.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a look at it. Does it have a name inscribed? Any inscription?
It has the name Maris written inside.
Maris.
M-A-R-I-S.
We've seen that name before.
Yeah, the letter for like looking after Wade.
It's this. Josiah would know. It's Wade's last name.
They weren't married though.
Shit, yeah. Sorry, I forgot that one.
They weren't married.
I like how Wade forgot they were married.
It's full,
That's why she left.
like Wade's
In my
Wade's
in
full
my head,
moniker
it's
was
Morris.
Wade. Yeah. It's oh, is that how you pronounced it?
That's how in my head it was Morris.
Oh, that's my bad. It's alright. His full moniker was Wade Ironband Maris or Morris.
Right, there we
so-
go. Okay.
Wait, we had that entire. We've spoke to him so many times, and he didn't think to mention he was
My wife.
Sorry, I'll do it in character. I'll show Desire and be. They were married.
Right, you didn't fucking say that. But as you
No, what a
see,
twat.
well,
I don't
you
care
see-
if he hears me.
Yeah, well, you see Josiah. He stood in front of her,
I just
like
want to point out to
crouching down.
Matt,
Hello.
this is out of character. I know they technically weren't married, but I'm thinking it's more of like a betrothal promise type thing.
Right.
Right. Oh, I was just about to DM you on Facebook,
no.
going, they weren't married.
No, I'm taking it more as like, you know, like betrothal rings. Like it's
It
not
was
a
a
marriage.
commitment ring.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah. So you say Josiah's what on the ground?
He's like he's sort of sat squatting down, staring her in the eyes, like watching the life leave her eyes, and he looks up and he's like, "What?"
To show him
Okay.
the ring.
Yeah, like I said, it was a golden chain that was wrapped around her like a waist, like sitting. It was sitting on her hips almost, and then like I said, the knot where the chain is tied, the ring was used to, like tie things together. So it was like hidden away and like tucked close.
You never mentioned they were married. Could we have a kind of ring or?
It might be a betrothal ring. It looks slightly different than the ones back home, so I might have misinterpreted it.
Yeah, exactly,
So-
Sparrow.
I think we have two courses of action now. Either we take
Burn the
it-
body?
I was thinking we get the cube and we go and we take a body and we dump it off the side of the boat in the middle of the ocean somewhere back on
No,
Call of Chaos.
no.
Bury her next to Wade.
No! We burned the
No.
body.
That's what I would agree with.
How
burning.
difficult it is to bring back a burnt body. We do not know their power. I understand that you are trying to be nice and all this sentimentality is really lovely, but think practically.
Burn
if they
the
can
body
bring
and
her
bury
back,
the
they
ashes
will
next
go.
to Wade. I guess.
We scatter her ashes across the surface of the sea. Wade would have wanted the same thing. Let's not pretend otherwise. Landlocking him
Where are we burning her?
on the
Is that boat
on
still
the
there?
beach. We take care of the. Let's do it now. Like
Well,
we're
let's
not
put
doing
all the
anything.
bodies together, burn them, because then they definitely won't, because they've been mixing all ashes up.
And hopefully we'll draw the other ones out, and we can give them a ultimatum: either they join or they scarper, and we take their boats. Right? That's the plan.
So.
Are you
Right.
okay, Josiah?
No, let's finish this.
If you've got a drink, take some. You'll get used to killing, and she'll
Oh,
get
kills.
happy for this one.
Like-
Wait, did that just come out of Nivara's mouth?
Yeah. Cool. Let's go. burn the bodies.
He picks like he starts dragging. He spits by Charlotte and starts dragging her body like across the beach. He's
Towards
like,
the
right,
beach,
yeah.
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 Nice.
We'll
Yes.
check the others.
I'm gonna put you guys on the map.
Mhm. Can we check the other bodies for any sorts of? I'm looking for
Weapons,
paper,
loot.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Investigation check.
Thank you. I'm looking for orders or anything that tells us what the fuck they're up to. Do you know what I mean? Ooh, not too bad. 22.
You don't find any like papers. Like at the end of the day, these were bodyguard like crew. Like if anyone would have had things like that, it would have been Charlotte. You would assume.
Charlotte, yeah.
But you do find between them probably about 123 gold in mostly gold coins, and then a few silvers mixed between the lot of them in pouches and things. None of their weapons
Am I
were
right
magical.
to just add it
Yeah.
straight to the gold?
Yeah.
Yeah, 123 was
There's
that.
no complications. Yeah, 123 gold pieces. Yeah. And we'll say
Don't
6
worry about
silver.
writing it down, guys. I'm doing it. Just chill. 6 silver.
Yeah, they didn't seem to like, and obviously a number of them probably had like rations and things like this and water skins, but other than that, light.
So you'll start getting driftwood and things, trying to put a pyre together.
It'll take time, but it's easy enough to do. Does
Yeah, we
anyone
set
want to
up a
do anything
burial
while you're
pile?
spending the time doing that?
Oh, yes. I want to send the bird to go check out the boat and just see who's round. Just to give it a quick flyby to see if anybody's wondering where they're.
I'm assuming as well you're doing this
compatriots
down coast from the boat because the beach is like right.
are.
on
Oh
top
yeah,
of the
yeah,
dock.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, to be honest, we're trying to get their attention, right? At this point.
I'll-
This on myself.
I am also going to cast a mage armor because I forgot. Whoops.
as long as you're
Desire?
out of ballista range, I don't mind doing it in.
Oh, her ship has cannons.
Oh, right, no, fuck that then. I'm not.
To be specific, her ship has 4 cannons, 2 per side. Actually, wait, no. I think it might be 1 per side. Let me double check. 2 cannons, 1 per side, sorry. Her ship had
I
2
mean, I can
cannons.
try and send them a message. Or are we going to sneak on board and...
Well, let's see how many are on there first.
Cool. I'll
Scout
send
it
a
out
bird on.
and then
You,
if I
you don't
can-
need to roll perception, because if the bird's lingering, you can see
Yeah.
that on board the ship, there are... looks like there are 4 crew members left on the ship. The
I
boat's
can
not
get
that
on
big at
board.
all. It's quite small.
I'll just take it then.
Their boat
Yeah.
that they're on is roughly let me get. It's roughly about 30 by 15. It's not a big ship. It's about comparable to the Wade's Rest.
We'll give him
So if
the
we-
option to surrender.
Yeah.
We'll go on the boat, give him the option to surrender.
Surrender and join, or
Just
stay
walk
on
straight
the
up.
Lone Spire. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't let them join, to be fair.
No, I wouldn't. I
No.
don't trust them.
They either fuck off or find out.
You got to remember,
basically.
the ones who had a conscience died with me.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Well, let's be ballsy at this point. We already have been pretty ballsy. Let's just walk straight up.
Walking down,
Confidence.
down to the boat and onto the dock, you can see a couple of the crew members like kind of look over and go, "Who are you? What do you want?"
Sorry, it did. Did she have a hat? And can I be wearing it?
Yeah, she would have.
I'm wearing the hat.
She would have had a black hat with white feathers, but the feathers are on the underside of the rim compared to like on top. So it created
Yeah.
like, you know how like fungus have like the dangling like little fins.
Tendrils.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The feathers kind of created that kind of look. So it was a black hat with like the dangles.
Yeah, I'm wearing the hat.
Who
I
are
guess
you
they
all? What do you
recognise
want?
me.
Well,
They
they-
recognise me.
These guys probably wouldn't know, but they would recognise the hat if fucking Polar's just walking up wearing it.
I'll announce myself and say, gentlemen, I'm Josiah Blacksoul. You have the quarter to decide. You fight or you die. You fight and you die, or you surrender. You walk the fuck off this boat.
Make an intimidation check.
And I can't roll below an 8 because of the devil's tongue.
Can I assist because I'm wearing the hat?
I'll get advantage.
I think we're all kind of standing there a bit intimidating at this point. Just being
And
like-
you all look fucked up as well. Of course, most
I'm
of
the
you.
only person who took damage, I think.
I
No,
took
I
a little
took
bit of damage, but it's
I
took
took
like- I took
Yeah.
5 hit points.
They didn't even
I-
look at me.
Where's the captain?
dead. We're burning it now.
I'd say, look at that
doff my
fire.
hat.
Look at the smoke behind us. That's where the bodies are.
A couple of others like come to the edge of the boat and you'll see them.
Five.
We have no quarrel with any of you. We're happy to leave. Prepare the ship to leave quickly.
No,
No, you got
you
off
don't
the boat now.
understand.
We're taking
Yeah.
the boat. And he'll start counting down. He'll go 10,
How are we supposed to leave?
9,
Find a way.
Swim.
7, 6. Starts walking up to the one that's talking. 5,
Alvaro starts moving her hands up.
4.
Oh!
As,
Really?
as you kind of do that and they kind of get panicked a little bit, the guy makes a shout. Fire the cannon, quick!
Sorry, what was that?
Fire the cannon,
Fire the cannon.
quick.
Oh no!
no.
Before they even moved, we're firing. We were all getting ready. Like you can't say that we weren't
You
like
are
Ray
on
of
the-
Fire.
no,
we
you
just went
are
off.
on the dock. Running,
Mhm.
like,
Oh,
you're not there, like on top. You are walking closely, so you are ahead.
I thought we were
But
on the
most
boat.
of us,
No.
yeah, I thought we were
They
walking up
stopped
the
you.
boat.
They stopped
like,
you before, like, to talk to you before, as you were walking up the dock.
okay, well, they're still there. Can we fire spells at them?
You
Because
can.
we don't have to
Yes,
be
yes,
within.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've already pinged a 19 ray of frost.
Which would hit.
I'm going for the
I guess
guy.
whichever one was running towards the cannon,
Yeah.
if I'm allowed.
Like, 3 of them are. The guy shouts to the other 3.
Hmm.
Well, they'll
Go
have to
for them,
load the cannon. That's going to take time anyway.
How close are they? Are they all in a little group together?
Yeah.
Cool. Shatter. Just gonna pop it in the middle of them and try and blow them
Don't
up.
damage, don't damage. No.
Oh, I don't give a fucking damn about the boat anymore.
It's got resistance, it'll probably take it.
It'll be fine. We can build it back again. Oh, it's not a lot anyway. That's 10 damage.
Danny,
What?
I've got my longbow. I can fire 2 shots as per my action, can't I?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to use my Invoke Authority ability, and which gives me an extra action in addition to my normal action. So I fire 4 shots.
Right. Well, let's do these before you fire.
Okay.
So,
Right.
Ray of Frost from the 1, which hits Polar, does 5 damage. I would assume on the same guy, Vlad has done a Sacre Flame, which is a pass, so unfortunately does nothing. And then on all 4 of them, there is a Shatter, Pass, Fail, Fail, Pass. So 2 of them are taking 10. So let me just note this down.
We're just going to basically just go until they're dead, right? At this point.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so
Yeah.
2 of them look injured, 2 look hurt.
Cool.
Josiah, so your first shot is a 16. I'm assuming you're firing at the injured ones, which obviously a 17 would just miss.
Yep. Next one.
That hit. That's a rapier.
Nice.
Go. It's the same, to be fair. But
Okay,
I'll,
so just click the damage of the longbow from the mist attack. Because that hits. You managed to kill the first guy. The first injured, the one of the 2 injured guys.
misses.
Misses. You hit the other injured guy.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's all my.
The second
10
guy
one.
is heavily injured but alive.
Alright. Okay.
Dax, are you going to speak up?
Yeah, I'm going to do 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Where are you sending the 2?
One to the injured.
And where's the other one going? To one of the hurt?
The other.
Yeah.
Yeah, to the other one. So 1 each.
Nice.
Oh,
Both hit. So first damage on the heavily injured guy.
Yep. 3.
Still alive, barely.
And then the second one.
Oh, those poor rolls, buddy.
you want to get agonizing blast as soon as you can. Jesus.
I know.
And as every one of you guys, like, we're just gonna do like them you. So
Yeah.
they
Well,
get
they-
what?
I was just going to say they still have to take the 3 turns, right?
That's if it's already been unloaded and
Right.
stuff.
Okay. Fine.
Mhm.
But so yeah, the first guy you'll notice packs, second guy loads, and then the third one will aim it and fire generally towards the leading party, which is Josiah. He's gonna fire the cannon. That's a 9.
Mm-hmm.
There's a 9 hit.
Splish.
No, not splish. Splinters, as it hits the dock instead.
What, the can has done a 9?
Isn't.
9
Have
to
we,
hit.
haven't we killed one of the 4? If you're
Yeah.
saying the other
Yes.
3 have gone to the cannon. Okay, just check.
Oh no, so
Yeah.
well the main. Oh, never mind. He wasn't. I didn't think he was running towards them.
They
but then
all were.
that's
Yeah.
fine.
He was just the one
Oh.
guy that
Yeah.
just said it. So
Right.
the deck is going to take 18 points of damage as just this large fucking hole just smacks into the, and you just hear the loud heavy thud as the cannonball hits the sand beneath and basically blows like a large portion of the dock away. It's traversable, but it's no class as difficult to terrain to traverse. But given the damage you guys have inflicted, I don't think you're going to need it. It's you guys again.
Start running
we-
up, and I'm going to fire
yeah.
a clock hand.
How
Yeah.
far away are they?
Yeah, that's
from
rough, that must
from
help.
you, I will say you're probably about 15 feet, but it's difficult terrain, remember?
I'll-
Everybody else will say
yeah.
25. No, 20.
So
Oh,
it'll take me 30 feet to get there, so I'll get there and I'll jump in between the 3 on the cannon
Yeah,
again.
and the thing is, the ship is small, so there's not like a big ladder you got to climb to get up on the ship. The,
Oh,
deck, is
wait,
the deck is relatively about the same
Yeah.
height, so a good jump, which you can do.
Hang on. We're not in turn order, so can I throw an ice knife before he gets there?
Sure. As I said, I'm just doing a quick you them.
Yeah. Ice knife, 2nd level.
I thought it was further away now for some reason.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you hit.
Polar coming in hot.
I doubt that's
Set up incorrectly.
for crits. Yeah.
So that's 17 piercing and 30 cold.
Well, it's Dex checks
Yeah.
first.
So
Yeah,
Dex
so
1, Dex
cold's
2,
normal, I think.
1 fails the cold.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
does it,
still, they're
oh,
still going to
oh,
take
yeah,
17
'cause it's
piercing.
secondary.
One of them is.
Meets beats, so anyone's. My DC
Yeah, I
is
know.
13.
The one of them drops from a mixture of the cold and damage, and the guy you crit, which I'm assuming you were firing at the injured, heavily injured guy, also drops, leaving a single guy on the deck.
As Josiah jumps.
Well, I've also done my Sacred Flame on him anyway as well.
I think we're all advancing at this point, but let
The
Josiah
guy
do it.
fails his sacred flame.
That's
Oh.
15, I think, 13 points of damage.
Yep, he's heavily injured.
Okay.
That hits. Yeah, you fucked him up good and proper.
Is he dead?
Oh, fuck you.
Okay, yeah.
And we got another ship.
What shall we call this one?
Bitch's remorse.
I
do you know
love
what?
it, Polar.
I do really like that.
Sometimes you are so.
I would
clever.
say, if I could make one note, I'd say bitches regret. But
Oh, yeah. Short, snappy. That's ship
I think-
number 3.
Check the
You're
cabin.
going to be an
Cabin.
admiral soon. Yeah. Is there a captain's cabin? It's a tiny ship.
yeah,
There
it's
is,
not.
but it's very
It's a little
small.
one.
Right. So she
Like I
bitch is
said, this,
burning, right?
this ship is comparable to Wade's Rest in size.
Yeah. So Charlotte's burning, right?
Can you
She's
just-
cremated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
You
Let's
took
fuck
these off
then.
the edge of the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is that? I know we've run over. Is that? I think we all wanted to get to a point of resolution. Are we? Is that where we want to leave it?
Present. Yeah.
The one thing that I will leave the session on is I will tell you when this session is left, Ben.
Well, I'm just.
No.
Oh.
You be
I'm just
quiet.
trying to keep things on schedule.
I appreciate
I
it.
want to make a note as
I
well.
appreciate, but you be quiet. Because, Naivara, you feel a
Hello?
whirring coming from your arcane focus.
Oh.
Oh, no.
I'll go in and open it up. Just standing in the middle of the deck of the ship.
The face,
What time is it?
it is now currently showing 13 minutes to midnight. It seemingly has moved forward 5 minutes.
Shit.
Mm.
My bar closes the pocket watch and tucks it away.
And this whirring occurred from when Barnet slew Charlotte.
Yay.
And
Oh, Fudge.
somewhere in the
Okay,
actual
I get it.
plane of water, Wade sheds a tear.
No,
Oh, fuck off, Wade, you.
World's
Baby.
smallest violin.
But
Oh, I'm sorry, we have no love lost now for Wade.
I know.
Yeah, Dax heard that one.
we are leaving this session here with you guys on board this third vessel that you've now claimed. With the death of Charlotte and her death cries are very interesting topics to be had. And things to mull over, maybe. I think we're all going to have a moment of
Oh.
reflection. What?
No, I just said cool. Yeah. Sorry.
We said ooh. That's why.
But
I heard it. Yeah.
some very interesting things were said by Charlotte while you were killing her. You have been kind of soft exiled from the Lone Isle by Donahue,
Mm-hmm.
leaving behind the grave that marks where Wade rests. And we're going to end the session there. I hope
Whew.
everybody had a good time. As
Oh,
we
brilliant
will be
session,
picking this up on the 9th of December.
No, we won't.
Are you?
You remember?
Mm,
Oh no, we won't. 'Cause that's my thingy.
All day.
Yeah.
So let's
Oh
look.
yeah.
The 23rd of December, which will be the last one of the year, obviously.
23rd of December.
Yeah.
So close to Christmas.
Yeah.
I hope everybody joins
Yeah, 2 days.
next time. Those watching on
Oh,
yeah.
YouTube, goodbye. The recording is about to end.
Goodbye.
Bye.